Okay, so first of all, I'd like to thank anybody who joined me yesterday in order to watch my video that I did about the Mercedes EQS. I'd also like to thank anybody who watched the video I did. I believe it was Friday night on the Mercedes EQS. And the reason why I did those videos was specifically because I felt it was helping to bolster my argument about the excitement that there is for people to buy into electric vehicle stocks, right? So ultimately, on my channel, I don't talk bullshit. I don't talk about fucking crypto dreams. I don't talk about chasing motherfucking Shibu Inu or all this stupid shit. I focus specifically on real companies. I focus on real companies that pay dividends. I focus on real companies that show growth, real companies that have a product. Everybody who's saying hi to me in the chat, I'll get to you in a minute. I was just gonna do my little opening monologue. Some people, Mike says, "Do you have Facebook?" I have Facebook, but I get banned from Facebook like almost every other fucking like month because, and usually they ban me for like 30 days at a time because I talk too much political truth, and the bitches at Facebook can't handle it. Mark Zuckerberg, I don't. Let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. You're gonna be dead someday, and I'm gonna piss on your fucking grave. I'm gonna find out where your grave is. I'm gonna come there. I'm gonna have a nice gallon of orange juice. I'm gonna piss on your fucking grave. So I don't give a fuck about your little bans and your blocks. You're a bitch. I don't give a fuck. And I'm still gonna talk shit, whether it's on YouTube, Instagram, whatever, and there's nothing you can do about it. You and your little simps at Facebook banning people because they tell the political truth. Fuck you. So, I just got started. I got this guy, Yarmir. Talk about Ford stock. Okay, Yarmir, yes, I will. I think you probably noticed I did a little video about it. I think it was about 2 days ago I talked about Ford stock, but absolutely, yes. Thank you very much. So right now the show is sponsored by Yarmir with the $50 holla. So yes, absolutely. I will dedicate about 5 or 10 minutes just talking about Ford stock. Because here's the thing: I actually have a history with Ford stock. I actually have a bit of history with it, which I've kind of talked about just a little, but I'll definitely get to Ford stock. First thing I'm going to do is just run through these electric vehicle stocks. But as you know, I videoed the Mercedes EQS. Now, personally, I wasn't 100% impressed. Now, granted, I like the car. My mom liked the car. My mom's not really a Mercedes lover because you got to understand she's an older person. She's in her 60s. So basically, Mercedes and BMW, those things don't really, she doesn't care about those cars. She's the generation that loves Lincoln and Cadillac. So she would more likely want to get a Cadillac Lyric than she would a Mercedes Benz or BMW i4 or i8 or whatever. Now, ultimately, that's a generational thing. I mean, there's certain brand marquees that some of us just don't give a shit about, which, as you know, there's a lot of brands I don't care about. I don't care how fabulous they are or how many badge whores want them. Certain badges I just don't care about. But my mom loves Cadillac, and I'm pretty sure it's because when she was a young girl, her parents had Lincolns and Cadillacs, and I think what she always wanted was she wanted red Cadillacs because when she was a young girl, red Cadillacs were the big thing. Red Cadillacs, that the big red Cadillac was like what we consider like a Bentley or what we consider like a Range Rover right now. So old people don't care about the technology as much as they care about the image and the brand name. So my mom really liked the Mercedes EQS. There were a lot of things I liked about it. Like, for instance, I liked the fact that, they put a lot of styling into it. Like, the whole thing looks like an Alienware computer. Like, they got all these lights and shit. And they got the Mercedes Talk To computer. Like, you could say, hey, Mercedes, my ass hurts. And she'll say, okay, starting the massage, just like I demonstrated in the video. Or you could say, Mercedes, I'm feeling a bit hot. And then it'll turn on the cold air. Or you could say, Mercedes, I'm feeling a bit cold in the back seat, and it'll say, okay, well, I'm going to adjust the climate in the back seat. Like, the thing is incredible that they have computers that are that sophisticated now. It's basically just like the S-Class I have. And I don't talk about that in the videos much because the thing about it is it's a company car. I really don't drive it much. I only drive it whenever I feel like it. And usually it's only if I go out, like if I just go out on like date night or something and I don't want to take the Jeep. But I'm really considering the next car I get. I'm thinking about getting a white interior. I'm definitely going to wait until the chip shortage is over. I'm definitely going to wait until prices are reasonable. Because as you saw with my friend who I took to buy the Acura MDX, he got ripped off for like $3,000 or $4,000. And I'm not getting ripped off, and I'm not paying premiums. I'm not paying over sticker, blah, blah, blah. Not because I don't have the money, but because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it on the principle. So my thing is, a lot of people have been asking me, "Oh, do you think it's worth it to buy a car now?" And I've been saying, "Listen, you should just wait, because if you wait and you get the cars later, it's like you could do a lot better when it comes to these prices. Because right now the prices, as you know, are crazy. The prices are out of control. So that's just that. Now I really liked the Mercedes EQS. I really, really liked it. It's a really nice car. It's basically exactly what they call it. They call it an electric S-Class. Problem is, it's a size too small. The S-Class is a really big car. The Mercedes EQS is like a class size smaller in the front driver's space. It kind of felt more to me like an E-Class, but the driver doorway is like narrow, so that kind of hurts its overall interior space. Other than that, really nice car. Really like it. It's a great car. Really like that. So that's pretty much all I had to say about that. I had a lot of fun. Mercedes gave us hats and shit, and they basically made it. They gave us a really nice drive. They gave us a lot of time in it. All you had to do was wait online, and you could drive both of the cars. They had the 450. They had the 580. Um, okay. Somebody's asking me about uranium stocks. That's Red Cocoa. I'll talk about uranium in a little while because basically uranium's a commodity, but I'll talk about that too in a little while. In fact, I'll also drop the link a little bit later for people to get up after I finish doing the monologue, because right now I'm only 7 minutes in. So I'm going to speed this up a little because I got to get to the Ford stocks. So I'm going to speed this up a little. But really like the car, really fun. It definitely is on my horizon of choices. I really wanted to wait and see what Dodge is going to make. But if Dodge doesn't make a pure EV, I don't think I really want a car that's a hybrid. Gas engine hybrid electric vehicles are really not that great. Now, I know some people really want it because they don't have to worry about charging it and everything. But the problem with gas hybrids is that you're driving around with an engine in the car, and it actually makes the car less efficient because the car has more parts. You got to still do oil changes and this, that, and other. And the EV is probably as efficient as you're going to get in anytime soon. Now, in the future, they could reduce the amounts of parts in EVs, and they could make them even more simplistic. But for right now, EVs, the benefit they have is they have fewer parts. You don't have to do oil changes. As far as the Mercedes EQS, the only thing you have to change is windshield washer fluid, which is pretty cool. Most EVs are pretty much like that. Some have basic fluids and stuff, but it's pretty much nothing that they trust you with. You basically, when you have to get your car serviced, they deal with it. But for the most part, it's the only thing you got to do is like windshield fluid, possibly coolant, and that's like it. But that's basically where we were with that. I liked it. It was fun. They're trying to get way over sticker. Like, this car is really not worth more than $100,000. But because of the fact that you could save gas and it's easy to show it to people and say, oh, yeah, well, you could get such high savings, they're trying to push these things for $120,000 to $150,000. But when you get them fully loaded, they're even more than that. So that's all I had to say on that. Okay, let me see. So, all right, XPEV. Somebody mentioned XPEV, and yes, before I get to what I was going to talk about, I'll talk about Ford stock real quick. So basically, Ford stock has just reintroduced their dividends. Let me pull up. Yes, 2 days ago. Let me just pull this up because basically I get my news from the same place y'all get your news from. So let me just talk about that real quick. But Ford stock has reintroduced dividends, as you can see. So Ford stock goes ex-dividend in just 4 days. So They reinstated the dividend. I think I showed you my portfolio. Give me 1 second. I'm going to talk about it. Yes. In my portfolio, Ford's dividend is 1.9. No. Nope, my fault. Ford is 2.07. So actually it was 1.99 and now it's 2.07. So anyway, let me talk about the story. Yarmir coming through again because I'm trying to honor your first request. So I'm going to get to that in a second. But anyway, let me do your first request and then I'll talk about this one. So first of all, I need you to understand my history with Ford. My original purchase period was actually back in 2008. If you remember, Ford went through the bailout, GM went through the bailout era, Chrysler went through the bailout. Now, Ford was going to take government money, but because the government really labeled it a bridge loan, Ford didn't want the money, so they backed out. GM ended up going bankrupt. Chrysler ended up going bankrupt. They were purchased by Fiat, and then they became FCA after that, and then they were purchased by the Dutch Stellantis. And now FCA has become Stellantis, and the stock is actually way up because they're turning out some great products. Dodge has been driving them. Jeep has been driving them. Ram has been driving them pretty well. So I originally got my Ford stock with the bailout era. Ford had dropped below $2 per share, below $2. So I ended up with my family, we ended up going into Ford at about the same time. Back then I was only making, I think, like $50,000 a year or something, because that was a long time. So what ended up happening was I purchased Ford stock back then. I held it because, as you know, I usually don't sell stocks as long as they pay a dividend. But Ford ended up stopping their dividend in 2020 because of COVID. So because of COVID, they knew that they weren't going to be, what was it called? They knew they weren't going to be profitable. So basically, they reinstated their dividend. And I made a video about that a couple of days ago about how they had reinstated the dividend. Because again, as you remember, since you know I don't delete any of my videos, I was trying to tell people that what you should do is invest in Ford stock back when it was only like $5 or something like that per share. So if you had invested in Ford at $5 per share and you bought yourself a decent amount of Ford stock, right now, not only would you be up to like $19 per share, because I think right now it's $19.50 per share, but had you invested when I told you to, like for instance, I'm looking at it, my buy-in price on, or my buy-in price in a different portfolio was $8.10. So I've already doubled that money. But originally, the Ford stock I bought less than $2. It was like $1.80 or something. But even if you had bought in at $8.10, you would have still doubled your money by now. So why am I saying all that? Well, holding on to Ford stock is a great idea. So because you got to understand, Ford, GM, and Stellantis are all manufacturers. They have already proven themselves to be resilient just in case the market collapses because of some kind of virus or something. They have proven themselves to be resilient. That is the reason why certain dividend stock paying companies are absolutely worth buying into. And I've been trying to say this. I know some people are very anxious to try to get rich quick, and they're trying to anxious to get into this cryptocurrency and stuff because they see a couple of currencies going up. The bottom line is cryptocurrency is against itself. There's over 14,000 cryptocurrencies. Every single month, there's like more than 500 to 1,000 new cryptocurrencies made. How long do you really think you can see upwards momentum if the only real cryptocurrencies showing growth are either the very, very obscure VeChains or the ones that everybody's just talking about? Bitcoin has not reached 100,000. They've been promising it would for like the last 3 or 4 years. They've been promising Bitcoin would be $1 million. They were promising Bitcoin would hit 100,000 by summer's end. Well, guess what? We're in November. It ain't $100,000. And I've maintained this despite the fact that, a couple of detractors want to poke at me. Oh, yeah, well, you had no idea it'd be 60,000. Oh, you didn't know it was going to. But guess what? It was 60,000 before, and then it dropped. So my thing is, while you're chasing the get rich quick, I'm going after long-term holds. I'm not going after get rich quick. I'm not trying to get rich quick. One thing I understand about real estate, in that I buy real estate and hold on to property, is that get rich quick doesn't really work on my level. On my level, it makes more sense to make reasonable investments and wait. So that's just what it is. And when I say reasonable investments, I'm talking about buying appreciating assets. In this case, stock that pays dividends is an appreciating asset. You almost have to do it the same way. What's his name? What's that guy's name? Warren Buffett does it. Warren Buffett buys dividend paying stocks. He holds them. And in buying those dividend paying stocks, he knows that he's going to continuously gain a return on his money rather than letting his money sit in the banks. The banks aren't paying him much money for his money to sit in the bank. So he goes after the big dividend stock payers, and then he goes after the small dividend stock payers. Again, Ford just reinstated the dividend. Most people would have said, I'm not going to buy Ford because it's underperforming. In fact, I heard somebody say that they didn't want to buy Ford on a different channel because it was underperforming. Well, guess what? It wasn't more than a month later that Ford reinstated the dividend. So the bottom line is, when you buy a stock that's a dividend hold stock, you have to have a plan. There's too many people who call me up and say, hey, what should I invest in? To tell you the God's honest truth, I hate that question, because the problem is that tells me that you don't have any plan. If you don't have a plan, then you're basically just gambling. When I say have a plan, I say, okay, what companies do you trust? What companies do you know that you trust and pay dividends? What companies do you know that you trust, pay dividends, and have a low debt load? Those are the companies that you need to go after. You can't just go after companies just because you heard about that they're doing well. If you do that, that's like that's like basically you're basically just gambling. I don't want to gamble. As I've told you, I turned 40 in August. I am planning on retiring when I turn 50. There's some people who retire and they're like, "Oh, this is boring. I need a job." Fuck that. When I retire, I'm not working anymore. I'm going to sit back, watch these dividends come in. I'm going to get my rent off my tenants, and that's my job. I'm not working no more. I want out of the system as soon as possible. So as far as I've seen, padding my pension, I got 10 years left and I'm gone. I might be in the Philippines. I might be in Thailand. I might just use a condo in Thailand or Philippines. I have a nice young ass Filipino or young ass Thai girl serving me drinks. Meanwhile, y'all will all be here in the rat race looking for Shiba Inu coins and squid coins and battling over Bitcoin. I'm not playing that shit. I'm not working any more than I have to. I am getting in and getting out. That's how you got to do it. I'm not playing games. This system doesn't give a fuck about me. If I died right now, all they do is replace my ass with the next dude. I am getting out. All of y'all are worried about Social Security. Let me tell you something about Social Security. Social Security is a tax. You pay a 12.4% tax for Social Security. 6.2% comes out of your pocket. 6.2% comes out of your employer. It's a tax. Social Security ain't going nowhere. All they'll do is they'll jack up the tax on Social Security. Social Security ain't going nowhere. They already know most of y'all have wasted money and spent up all your money. They already know that you're not going to have anything ready for retirement. They already know that unless they have a way to keep the welfare checks flowing, that either y'all will be dying in the streets, dying in your apartments, or you'll be out there committing crimes trying to get money. Social Security ain't going nowhere. They will make sure that they have enough taxation to make sure Social Security is still going on. Medicare and Medicaid, they'll reduce your benefits. Instead of like I just talked to one of my relatives. She told me that now city workers are getting switched to a new type of healthcare. Maybe I'll find out a little bit more about that. Maybe I'll do a show about that. Not that most of y'all care because y'all live in different states. The bottom line is, as the pie is shrinking, more and more people are fighting over the leftovers of the pie. It's a very simple, it's a math game. It's a very simple math game. I don't feel like playing that math game. My bottom line, make as much money as I can and get the fuck out. And the only way I've seen that makes sense to do that is to purchase real estate and to have more than one property so that this way you can rent to tenants. Now, there's a lot of these fake ass crypto gurus online who say the same bullshit. You don't own your house unless the bank has given you a $0 payoff. Yeah, that may be true, but what you're doing is you're discouraging people from making the intelligent moves regarding real estate now. As you've seen, real estate has skyrocketed. Had you bought a house back when I was telling you to buy a house back in 2018, 2017, right now you'd have a property. You wouldn't be living in your mom's basement. So there are some people, these fake ass gurus that are renting and paying somebody else's rent and then talking shit about debt. My thing is, guess what? The date certain from the day you purchase a house is 30 years, unless you go and change the mortgage somehow. When 30 years is over, it's paid off. The problem that we ultimately have as millennials, and definitely these Generation Z, because these guys are fucked. But the problem that you're going to have, number one, is finding a decent property. Number two, 30 years is a long time. So if you're trying to get a house and you're not married or you're not making so much money that you can afford it on your own, well, you're going to have problems paying that mortgage or you're going to have financial instability. Now, there are some people who don't have financial instability. There's some people who don't have problematic marriages. Most marriages end over finances anyway. So what I'm saying is you need to be getting your house early. You need to be getting your house in your early 30s. 30 years equals 60. So you got 30 plus 30 is 60. You want to either pay your house off quicker or you want to be paying that house off by the time you're retired. This way, even if your pension is low, even if you have a $50,000 or less pension, you'll still be able to make payments on your property taxes and you'll still be able to live comfortably. And that's always been what I've said. I've always said the exact same thing. Always said the same thing. Yaramir says, I got to go, but please talk about Ford stock later. I'll listen to the replay. Yeah, I did make a little video already about Ford stock. I don't know if you saw that. I really did want to make a video about Chinese stocks. And I see Goldie Jones, and she's saying if it's yours, if you pay it off the 30-year term, it's been paid off. Well, okay, just to address this real estate question. When you buy a house, you're basically given a few choices as to your mortgage. You can get a 10-year mortgage, 15-year mortgage, 20-year mortgage, or 30-year mortgage. Now, from the day that you close on that house, that house is just like a car note. There is a date certain. As long as you've made every single payment, they even give you a list of the payments. They give you what's called an amortization schedule. And I've talked about this in videos before talking about real estate. The amortization schedule tells you exactly how much money that you're paying goes to principal and to interest. From the day that you close on that house, they already know the last day of your last payment because the amortization schedule, which they print out for you, shows whatever number of payments you're going to make, and it tells you exactly how much principal, how much interest you'll have paid. The problem with a lot of people is they refinance, they change their mortgage, they take cash out of their mortgage, so forth and so on. By doing that, they're either resetting their loan and increasing the number of days, or what they're doing is they're changing the term, increasing the number of days, or they're taking out money out of their mortgage and increasing the amount of time it's going to take to pay it off because they borrowed more money out of the house. The bottom line is with real estate, when you buy that property or you mortgage that property will be paid off eventually. Once that house is paid off, it's yours. However, you still have to pay taxes. property taxes have to be paid. But guess what? If your mortgage is paid off, your property taxes are low. Most people, even if I'll tell you like this, I have two uncles who have gigantic properties. Their property taxes are about $13,000 and $16,000. Now, that sounds like a lot of money. However, if your house is paid off, then that means that all you and your wife or husband have to do is work off 16 or 17, whatever $1,000 it is, pay those property taxes, and pay for your utilities. Our problem, and I'll say it like this, our problem as not only Black people, but our problem as Americans is that our parents are deep in debt. Our parents are giving us houses that aren't paid off. In the old days, parents passed down their wealth by passing down their houses to their children. If your parents hand you a house that is paid off, then you have nothing to worry about but property taxes and utilities. You do have to obviously do repairs on the houses, but the repairs are doable as long as you own the property and you have a basic job. So yes, you can pay off a house earlier than 30 years. Some people during this financial crisis, what they did was they refinanced their house from 30-year terms to 15-year terms, and they got 3% mortgages, or they got 2%, 2.75% mortgages, whatever. If they refinance downwards, then you can take a 30-year term and you can drop it to 20 years. You can drop it to 15 years. You can even drop it to 10 years. What ends up happening is the price that you pay per month increases. But some people can afford an increase in the price per month. The bottom line is there's always going to be a date certain from the day you close on a property till the day that it's paid off. That's the important thing to remember. I hear a lot of these fake ass gurus on YouTube and on the internet talking a lot of shit and it seems like they're trying to convince people not to purchase homes, and they're just trying to get people to be permanent renters. Well, guess what? You ain't got a choice but to be a permanent renter if you can't find a house that you can actually get into. Forget whether you're paying for a cash or mortgage. If you can't even find a property worth buying, you're fucking stuck as a permanent renter. Your children are going to be permanent renters. Corporations like Zillow buying up houses, Chinese money coming here and buying up houses, Indian money. Guess what? The Indian Americans, they took over like two areas in my area that used to be white, solidly white. They took over New Hyde Park and they took over Hicksville. Anybody who lives here in New York City knows what I'm talking about. Indian Americans are the number one most wealthy immigrant group in America, even wealthier than the Chinese. India has been on its game for longer than China has. Even though everything's made in China, you got to remember China keeps they keep their value of their currency low. So most Chinese people are rich only because they were able to accumulate American dollars. But in Chinese money itself is trash. When Chinese people get rich, they get rich because they get American dollars. And then they bring those American dollars to America and they buy up all your shit. They buy up your houses, they buy up your stores, they buy up your fucking neighborhood, and there's nothing you can do about it. I ain't got nothing against them. I'm disappointed that my government is stupid enough to allow people to come here and just buy up all our shit and make it so that it's harder for us. But again, you guys are the ones buying 80-inch television for $500 from Walmart. So if you're going to do that and you're going to buy everything from these 99-cent stores, you're basically gift wrapping your dollars and sending it to China and telling them, hey, China, hey, India, hey, Indonesia, hey, Thailand, take my money. That's what you're doing. That's exactly what you're doing. Americans are getting their asses kicked by foreigners. I've said it before. Americans are getting replaced by foreigners. You remember them white people who were marching with the tiki torches? And they were like, yeah, the Jews won't replace us. The Jews won't replace us. Well, I'll say it like this. It's not the Jews that are replacing them. They were onto something. It's foreigners who are about to replace their asses. And not only are they replacing them, they're replacing us. The health of the government is live births. Black people and white people aren't fucking, and we're not marrying at the rates that we need to be in order to keep this government sustained. So what are they doing? They're going out and buying Syrians. bringing them in. They're getting Afghanis, bringing them in. They're getting illegal aliens from South America. They're bringing them in. And that's the game. They don't care about you. They can replace you. I said it a minute ago. If I die right the fuck now, all they're going to do is replace my ass. Tomorrow at my job, they'll have somebody else there. Tomorrow at my business, they'll have somebody else there. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about me. They don't care. They don't care. All they'll do is replace you. That's it. That's it. And it's easier for them to replace you than it is for them to keep you alive. They don't need to keep me alive. If I die right now, they'll have somebody else at my desk tomorrow. And I know the game. I recognize the game. That's what it is. That's just what it is. So that said, I'm going to just take a real quick look at these stocks right here. Chinese startups right here. So for those of y'all who are looking to invest, I've talked about this ad nauseum. Anybody who was listening to me. I told you about Xpeng. I told you about Lee. I told you about Neo. I also told you about Candy. Now, Candy hasn't come up, KNDI. They haven't come up as hard as Neo and Xpeng. But Neo, Xpeng, and Lee are moving. The Chinese have newer battery technology than even GM does. The Chinese are moving forward quicker than Americans are. Shanghai-based companies, these things are popping up. These things are merging. They bought Volvo. They bought Polestar. So what normally would have been Volvo and Polestar is now owned by basically Geely in majority shares. Geely fucking Chinese automobiles owns goddamn Polestar. And that's the game. These people are not fucking playing. They're going to make these cars. They got these cars coming out cheaper than Teslas because Tesla, what they've done is they've avoided unions. They've avoided paying unions. They have avoided doing a lot of work in states like California because Texas has welcomed Tesla. California was taxing the shit out of Tesla. Some people, well, what is this? Kevin says Neo's not moving. No, Neo is moving. Neo is moving. It's not moving as fast as you want it to move. But Neo has started doing their deliveries, and they've been doing deliveries for months. They are moving. Now, they may not be moving as fast as you want them to move, but you have to understand, right now, you're on the ground floor. I want you to think about how long it took Tesla to get profitable. It took Tesla years to get profitable. I bought Tesla stock when it was $30. That was 2012. Tesla did not hit like $1,000 until 2020. It took them 8 years. 8 years. So when you're saying they're not moving, I'm trying to tell you they are moving. It's just that they're not moving as fast as you want them to move. But I'm just saying, if you don't want Neo, you can also look at others. You can look at GM. You can look at Ford. You can look at Xpeng. You can look at Lee. You can look at KNDI. If you want to talk about something that's not moving, KNDI right now is not moving. However, they are making their vehicles, but there's a possibility they may get purchased by somebody bigger like Neo or like Xpeng. I don't know. We don't know what the future is going to look like. That's why it's called investment. You don't know. What the fuck is this? Oh, you guys are in the chat arguing about Kyle Rittenhouse, huh? Yeah, well, when those verdicts get read, you'll see, because that gun charge, he's not beating the gun charge. And what I also noticed is that the judge was telling the jury that he's allowing them to consider lesser charges, which means that although they won't convict him on murder, chances are they're going to get him on something else. And y'all aren't going to believe it. You're not going to, but whatever. Who cares? You'll find out when you find out. I'm a Wall Street guy. Betting on people's lives is what I do. And I've been pretty damn good at it. I bet you that Trump wasn't getting a second term. Look what happened. I bet you that Hillary wasn't going to win. Look what happened. I bet you Obama was going to win twice. Look what happened. That's what we do. We make bets. It's called hedging, you fuck. So anyway, I ain't even got to get upset about that. But China is moving. They're moving slow. But guess what? The rabbit ran faster than the hare. I'm sorry, the hare ran faster than the tortoise, and the tortoise won. It's not about how fast you move. It's about your longevity. China's government has outlawed gas cars for the future. There's nowhere for these people to go but to electric vehicles. How can you tell me that they're not moving when there's no other option? There's no other option. This, guys, is the ground floor. It's the ground floor. And if you don't get in, then you can sit back and you can watch me count my money while I'm in, I don't know, let's see, I'm going to be in the Philippines or Dubai or whatever, or Maldives. And you can sit back, you can watch me counting my dividends and spending my dividend checks because you wanted to go buy SHIB coin. You wanted to go buy Shiba Inu because it had a dog on it. Go ahead. Do what you want to do. That's why, you know what they keep telling us? Oh, you're supposed to make disclaimers and you're supposed to say, oh, yeah, well, I'm not giving out financial advice. Well, technically, I am giving out financial advice. I'm telling you what you should be focusing on right now while you motherfuckers are talking about Shiba Inu. I'm trying to tell you that's not where to put your money. If you want to put your money in something, go for these dividend stocks. I've done this a million times. I showed you the dividend stock list. I done showed you even when I get paid on dividends. I've been showing that shit to you. I showed you the dividend stocks. I showed it to you. The dividend earners by dividend yield, by amounts. Been telling you about the AT&T, the Sunoco, the Exxon, the Verizon. I gave you the list so many times. I was like, put your money into this, put your money into that. But no, y'all want to go after Ethereum and Bitcoin, and y'all want to go after all this non-dividend paying Ponzi scheme shit, and y'all chasing Shiba Inus, and you're chasing all that bullshit. Rivian is worth putting money. Rivian, I believe, on Tuesday is going to open up to the public. I think their price is going to dip. That's what I think. And the reason why I think it may dip, now I could be wrong, and you can hold me to this. The reason why I think it's going to dip is because I think what's going to happen is a lot of the people who got in are going to try to jack up the price, and then they're going to hit the sell button. It's going to dip in the short term. However, I think in the long term, it's going to definitely go back up as they move more of those trucks. But again, they're not profitable yet. They're not going to, until they're profitable, you're not ever seeing a dividend out of them. And the best you'll ever be able to do is just flip their stock. That's the best you'll be able to do. Intel is profitable. Intel pays a dividend. Intel is worth putting money in. You know, and this is basically all I had. This is what I've been saying. It's like you could talk about it. At the end of the day, you know, either people are going to listen or they're not. And if they don't listen, you know, listen, no shame, no, listen, there's no hard feelings. But I'll tell you what, when I'm sitting on that beach in Philippines and I got me a nice young Filipino girl and she's serving me that buko juice. In fact, let me get a picture because you know how I love photos. I'm a visual storyteller. And she, what is it? Girl with buko juice. I'm gonna have me a nice young Filipina serving me the buko juice, and you're gonna be sitting right up here in America, wasting away, looking for them Social Security welfare checks, and you're not getting them because the thing about it is they're gonna be broke as fuck, and that's just what it is. So this is what I'm going to be doing right here. This is what I'm going to be doing. And you're seeing my videos. It's like I'm planning a trip right now to go to Maldives. You know, all of these Instagram girls, they wish they could get to Maldives, but they can't go there because most of them ain't got no money. Their Instagrams are failures, so they're not making no money on Instagram. It's like the guys aren't interested in them. They're looking at younger women, and that's the bottom line. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to retire. I'm going to be like one of these older guys who you see gets this young woman and the women are mad and they're like, hey, you're a predator. You shouldn't be dating young women like that. You're a predator. I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm going to have a nice young girl with the buko juice and she's going to be serving me the buko juice and trimming my toenails and what else? Cooking, what is it called? Chicken adobo. Cooking chicken adobo for me, and you're going to be right here fighting with the same women on these goddamn panels, and you're going to be fighting each other and mad and shit, and I'm going to be retired the fuck out of this country, living on $2,000 a month, just $2,000 a month, living like a fucking king, air conditioner, shitty television to watch, and internet. And that's it. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't got to go to no moon. All I'm going to be doing is sitting in a Thailand beach with a young girl half my age, serving me buko juice. That's what I'm talking about. Buko juice. It's all about buko juice at this point. I ain't playing no games. Y'all stay right here. Keep fighting over Bitcoin crumbs. I'm not playing no games. Keep renting out of your parents' basement because you didn't invest your money wildly. Nope. I'm not doing it. I'm going to have a nice young girl serving me buko juice on the island in Seychelles, counting them dividend stocks. Every time she sees me smile, I'm going to be like, hey, listen, honey, my dividend check just came in. How about that? Go get me some buko juice. I'm going to open up the panel because I know there's some people want to talk. I see we got Sir Ism in the building. I see there's Original Delta. He said Bitcoin's a scam. Yeah, well, it's a Ponzi scheme. I've already said that. Some people get rich at Ponzi schemes. Some people do. But most of y'all ain't them. Y'all make a couple of $100, maybe even a couple of $1,000, and y'all think y'all going somewhere. It's like, dude, you ain't going to a fucking moon. Iman, I mined crypto on a computer. And what I did was use Coinbase to change it from one value type coin to another. So I have Anchor. I got like Stellar Lumens. I do have some Bitcoin. I do have some Ethereum, but it's small amounts that continue to grow when they grow. But as you know, the Bitcoin thing drops when it feels like dropping. I don't trust the shit. So I'm not putting my money into it. I don't mind doing the mining shit with these GPUs. I don't trust it. I just don't trust it. And yes, Sirism is right. Get me a young batch with the buko juice. So I'm going to open up the commentary. Let me get this link. I think I can only tolerate like 5 at a time because I do not pay these motherfuckers per month. I don't pay them the fee. I use the basic. I don't even use that much of the basic because I don't go live all the time. So I'm going to open up this link. If you want to join in, you can join in. Boom. There you go. You can join right in if you want. And if you want to talk about these stocks, we could talk about these stocks. I already know what some of y'all going to want to talk about. I got somebody right here says, how can I make money? It says, how can I make money? I'm 28 years old and tired of working 110 hours a week. Well, listen, buddy, if you're working 110 hours a week, then chances are what you really need is you need a job where you don't have to work that much. I would have recommended that you go to a 2-year school and get yourself an MRI and a CAT scan degree so that you could hustle at a dentist's office and you could just run the MRI machine or the CAT scan and you'd probably make $100,000 a week. No, I'm sorry, not a week. You'd probably make $100,000 a year, but per week you'd probably make about $2,000 or $3,000 a week easily. And if you hustle, you probably make about twice that. Bottom line is, yeah, you do need education. Don't listen to these people who are constantly like, oh, yeah, well, you don't need college. You don't need college. No, you do need a college degree in order to help you to get into certain jobs because otherwise you're going to need a vocational degree. The problem is most of these companies will not hire you if you don't have a college degree. So you tell me how the fuck you going to get a job if nobody's going to hire you? You need to make yourself marketable. What you don't want is you don't want to waste a lot of money getting a worthless degree in a college. You have to get a decent degree in science, technology, engineering, or math. If you go after these bullshit degrees like fucking sociology and shit, yeah, you're not getting a good job. Either that or you could go into civil service and you'd be a civil service worker like a social worker, a teacher, or a doctor or something like that, or a clinician or something. If you do jobs like that, yeah, you don't have to worry about working out. Yeah, I'll tell you like this. I don't work no 110 hours a week. In fact, during my day, I'd say that every single day, I probably only work about 4 hours a day. And I think some of y'all be like, oh, how's that possible? How's that possible? But here's the thing. If you invest in yourself and you get a decent job that makes it so you can work smarter, not harder, you have to work smarter, not harder. You don't have to really work that much. I basically work about 4 hours a day. 4 hours a day. If I push that to the max, I would say 5 hours a day. I am not this type of person who's doing overtime. I'm like, fuck overtime. As soon as it's come time for me to go home, I leave. I don't do no fucking overtime. I just don't do it. The job don't own me. That's the bottom line. When I feel like leaving, I leave. I don't have to be there all damn day. I'll say it like this: most jobs, like if you want to work stocks, real estate, personal finances, most jobs really don't force you to work all day because most of those jobs are commission. If you work a commission job, like for instance, when I was selling houses, it was all commission and you didn't even get paid a salary. And you could leave anytime you felt like it because ultimately the job came down to you getting commission. So either you could grind and you could make a lot of money, or you could not grind and you could not make a lot of money. So the thing about it is, when you talk about working 100 hours a week, nah, that's bullshit. I ain't doing none of that shit. And then I think that was probably an overestimate because most people only really work like 40 or 50 hours a week. Because if you're working 100 hours a week, which is crazy, that's like a trucker or some shit. But nah, it's like I ain't doing that shit. So, okay, I got a person here
Yo,
and
yo, Big Truck,
the
what's going
screen.
on?
Okay, how you doing, Sir Messington? How are you?
What's going on, my G? It's crazy. Thank you for adding me in. It's crazy because I was just thinking I've been browsing on YouTube. I'm like, dang, when big homie Big Truck gonna do another live? So it's funny now that I just randomly happened to go back over to my YouTube homepage that I seen that you were live. But I can say I think you were talking about EVs. So a stock I just now I'm an amateur. I've still been using Robinhood, so I'm just trying to get a little bit more comfortable with what I'm doing before I go open up a Fidelity account or Charles Schwab or something. But I put five
Well,
hundred
well,
dollars.
let me stop you right there. There's a video I did a while ago, not too long ago, a couple of months ago, and I
Mm-hmm,
actually had a tax professional on the show. Her name was
mm-hmm,
Home Biz Tax Lady, right? Now
right.
I off the top of my head, I don't remember exactly why, but she said doing using Robinhood is actually really bad for trading. And
Mm-hmm,
there's one reason I know it's bad for trading. Robinhood has shitty execution for your trades, for one. And on top of
mm-hmm.
that, a lot of times the system goes down. And the one other thing I'll tell you, Charles Schwab is fine. Charles Schwab bought TD Ameritrade. So if you get either Charles Schwab or TD Ameritrade, both of them are really good platforms. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So I was okay. So I would say either that. What do you know anything about Fidelity? Because that's another one somebody mentioned to me. It's just my thing is like the ease of use because I'm not trying to start an. I need to obviously be able to use it from my phone because I am a truck driver. So I need to be able to log into the app and not be confused as to how do I do, purchase stocks and stuff like that.
Okay, Fidelity has a pretty simple to use interface, but when you're talking about you're a mobile person and you're in a truck and this, that, and other, and you're driving,
Right.
I would say from my own experience, because I've used E Trade, Charles Schwab, TD Ameritrade, and Scott Trade. Scott
Hmm.
Trade got bought by TD Ameritrade, and then TD Ameritrade got bought by Charles Schwab. In
Okay.
my personal experience, I like TD Ameritrade. It's relatively easy to use, but you have to remember, I'm not day trading. When I buy stocks, I hold them. I
Yeah,
treat
and
them
that's
like
my
my
thing. I'm
best.
looking for is long term players. I'm not. So I'm basically putting money away for retirement. So it's not like I'm not looking for quick money. I'm looking for stuff that I can, dump money into on a consistent monthly basis for a long term player.
How much do you invest per month?
Right now, about a couple $100.
All right.
And I'm
Well,
trying to get that up to like 500.
I hope you've been following my advice about going after bank stocks and oil stocks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll say it like this. Bank stocks, oil stocks, those are the low hanging fruit because those pay dividends. Those are the low
Hmm.
hanging fruit right now, right?
Right.
After that, Automotive companies are good because those are actual companies. They've already proven to you that even if we have a fucking epidemic, they are still alive. The other
Right.
thing that you can go after that's low hanging fruit, but you're not going to get profitable for a while, is the airline stocks. But that's going to take a long time. I would go after those last, airlines and cruises. But for right now, the tech stocks that pay dividends, oil and banks, easiest place you can park your money.
Tech, oil, and banks. Okay.
Tech, oil, and banks. All the dividend ones that I
Nigger,
constantly.
nigger,
What the fuck? Uh,
nigger, nigger.
Nicker, are you just trolling or what? Like, I'm about to drop you.
Clearly.
All right, never mind. Yeah, because we got some people who are pissed off at me because every time I make a political assertion that's not really an assertion, it ends up being a fact.
Right.
And I'm like,
So,
fuck them. I don't know.
so you said tech. So tech, oil, and uh, said tech, oil, and what?
Tech, oil, dividend paying tech and oil. Tech, oil, automotive companies.
Okay.
Automotive companies are
Okay. Tech, oil,
factories.
automotive. Okay.
Yeah, because you got to remember, automotive companies are factories. Automotive companies make a product. GM has how many names of cars? They've got how many brands of cars?
Right.
Ford.
A lot.
The reason, let me also say this: the reason why Ford, GM, and Chrysler are through the roof right now is simply because of the fact that it's really almost impossible to get a new car because of the chip shortage.
Right.
BMW said that they had to stop making touchscreens temporarily because they don't have the chips for them. I was at
Can
Mercedes driving.
another, not to cut you off, but another thing, can do you know of
Nigger,
some good?
nigger, nigger, nigger,
Oh, here we
nigger,
go.
I
nigger,
don't.
nigger.
Hey, guy, you know what? You know what's so funny? It's like I already know. I already know that there's a lot of these crackers out here that are fucking racist and shit. But I'm gonna say it like this, dude. First of all, you know what? Let me just say this because and it's sad that I have to go here. But when I'm passing by your ass, because you got to remember, I live in New York City, right? Let me say how this is. New York City is
Which
segregated.
is an insanely expensive place to live.
New York. So first of all, I got 2 houses in New York City, right? Poor white people live deep out in Long Island, and they have to drive all the way into New York City in order to work, right? Now you have
Right.
some wealthy white people who live inside New York City, but there's a lot of poor white people, right? Now, I don't look at racism the same way everybody else looks at racism, right? The simple fact is, there's a lot of people who want to troll me because I'm doing better than they are. When I'm driving around in $100,000 car and your fucking house is falling apart and your roof has holes in it because you live in a shithole, it's like, go ahead, call me whatever you want. I
This
don't
is
give a fuck.
so lame to just come on the internet and just
Man,
troll. Like, dude, go do something with your life. Go better yourself
yeah, and
and
you
get
know
off
what?
the internet.
It's sad. It's sad, and you're making fun of black people who are kicking your ass. Like that's what's
Right.
so funny.
And that's
Fucking
the
you.
thing is like
Hold on,
you
hold on.
wouldn't if you saw me you wouldn't have this energy.
Yeah, well,
So yeah, get on here
listen.
and
You
troll
know me.
like a little
Listen.
baby.
You know me. You know I got a loaded Desert Eagle. You know I got a fucking AR-15 like Kyle Rittenhouse right here. So you already know nobody's fucking with me. You know that. But the bottom line is, there's some people who really think that they can fuck with you, but they'll only say this shit on the internet. And to me, it's funny. To me, it's just funny. So nobody's coming to me in person fucking with me. I got fucking assault rifles and shit. I got shit. You would not do that shit in real life. So all I'm saying is stop being a pussy. Stop being a pussy. And you're calling black people. You calling the N-word. What the fuck is that supposed to be? I'm a rich nigga, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'll be fucking your sister, fucking your mom, and fucking your aunt if I want to. I'll take that bitch to a French restaurant. She'll be dropping her drawers by 10 o'clock p.m. What are you talking shit for? Why? You're stupid. And you're doing it for Kyle Rittenhouse? Kyle Rittenhouse, that little bitch, he's going to jail for something. I don't know what they're going to get him on. Probably the gun charge. Fuck you worried about Kyle fucking Rittenhouse? Oh, please. You're talking all that shit for him? You guys are stupid. You guys are fucking stupid. Stupid. And I'm gonna keep doing exactly what I do. I don't give a fuck. What do you think? I care? I don't care. Monkey Boo Pig. Oh, we got another one. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop
Oh
it.
boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop his ass. There's no. I'm not letting them motherfuckers in here. In fact, I'm gonna have a rule. It's like you almost got to come on camera just to get. I'm gonna be like Kevin Samuels. You got to cut Terry. Oh, so now the name's Terry.
Okay, well here I am. I'm about to go grab some food, so I'm
Oh, you
definitely
got
not
to
a
get some
troll.
food? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here I am. Here I am, motherfucker. Here I am. Yeah. They're talking all that shit. I'm running around. I'm in my house like Kyle Rittenhouse right now. How about that shit? I'm Kyle Rittenhouse right here. I'm gonna go protect the gas station. That's what I'm gonna do. You want to go protect the gas station? Where's my medic kit? I'm gonna go protect the gas station. Huh? Yeah, exactly. Right. You want to go protect the gas station? Let's go protect the gas station. We got to stop these black people from rioting and shit. We're gonna go protect the gas. Oh, somebody said this shit is fake. Oh, that's real funny. Oh, okay. Now, by the way, I made videos buying the shit. First of all, that's the charge handle right there. Yeah, fake my ass. Yeah,
Right.
that was fake to you,
Trollers are gonna troll.
Oh, okay.
That's all they good for.
Okay. Yeah, fake. Oh, okay. Wait. So how about this Fiochi ammunition? Let me see how fake that is. Because I do understand there's a lot of fake people on the internet, but unfortunately, I'm not fucking one of them. I'm the other guy. Yeah. And notice that there's a lot of these rounds missing. Y'all don't understand. They build cemeteries because of me. Fuck out of here. So anyway, these guys up there talking all that racist shit, but they ain't saying that shit to me. Though I don't give a fuck.
Right, they will never see you in person and say that they become keyboard warriors.
Of course
And
not.
I can bet you most of them not even smart enough to use a VPN, but let's not even go there.
Yeah, exactly. They're not smart enough to use a fucking VPN. These guys are dumb. These guys are stupid. But anyway, bottom line is we got some guy named SysData. Let's see if this guy is real. All right, but all I'm trying to tell
Yo, hello?
people. Yes, hi. How are you?
Yo, kill niggers. Fuck the niggers, bro.
Here we go.
Nigger.
Here we go.
Fuck niggas, bro.
Yeah.
Shit.
Y'all just coming out the ranks today, ain't y'all?
You guys are losing.
Ain't y'all miserable
Oh
selves?
my god.
Lord have mercy. Y'all so miserable. Poor baby.
You guys
I'm
are
afraid for y'all.
losers. These guys are losers. But anyway, thank you all the racists for pumping my numbers up. Because YouTube took away the fucking what is it called? The dislike button. So now each one of you assholes, all you are is like a view and some time. So I don't even fucking care. All you're doing is putting more money in my pocket, you little bastards. I don't give a fuck. Let's see. We got somebody named Christian. Watch this. Is Christian real? Let's see. Hi, Christian. How are you?
Hey, what's up, guys?
How are you doing? What's going on? What's on your mind?
Just chilling. What's the stream? Are we talking stocks?
Well, we were talking about stocks. Did you have anything to add? Like I was specifically talking about investing in electric vehicles. I had somebody.
I was gonna ask you about what were some good ETFs, because I was kind of like taking notes, as you were saying good investment platforms. But do you know of any good ETFs as well?
Well, okay. I did you ever looked at my dividend stock list that I've been sharing all that time? Because
Yeah.
I made my I'll pull it back up. It's right here. I made my own index. My index is Mangoat. So basically, it's Microsoft, Apple, AMD, Nvidia, Google, oil stocks that pay dividends, and Amazon
Nice.
and Tesla. So basically, I came up with my own index because what I wanted to do was I wanted to invest my money evenly. I wanted to invest when I go to Charles Schwab and I drop money off. Basically, I make it so that they can just put that money into the stocks that I pre-selected that I want the money to go into. And I'll tell you, it's been nothing but up. I call it. I'll type it again. It's called Mangoat. Mangoat. So yeah, it's Microsoft, Apple, AMD.
You said it's
Nvidia.
called Mango?
Yeah, Mangoat, like greatest of all time, Mangoat. Oh,
Okay. And you said that's the ETF?
Google, Yeah, yeah. You know what an index is? An index is a collection of stocks. So I got Google, Apple, and Tesla. So Tesla, Google, and Amazon do not pay a dividend. So those are the stocks that after they build up in value, you could flip them. But let me tell you something. Google is on a tear. Google has gotten into the offices. Google has gotten into the schools. Let me tell you something. Those guys, they're going to make so much money in their next. They've already made so much money. They're going to keep my. What the fuck is it?
What's that, dude?
All right. Well, I guess that's got to go. All right. So we got to ban that person. Okay. So anyway, as I was saying, if you do an index fund, because I know you say that you're mobile and you Sneed, I don't trust you. I don't know who you are. But here's the problem. You know that you want to keep it mobile. You know that you want to be able to make your money, and you don't want to have to think too much about it. So what if you go to an investment person and you choose Charles Schwab or whatever, if that's who you choose, or you can choose Fidelity. You can basically set it up so that all you got to do is give them money. You don't even have to go there. They can take a direct deposit from you. All you got to do is give them money, and they will invest percentages of it for the stocks that you pre-select. Most of that, they'll prefer that you do that on your own. But, that's just where it is. But I like having an index. So I came up with that on my own, Mangoat. So, oil stocks are doing great. It's going to be a long time before everybody gets electric vehicles. Oil stocks are going to continue to do pretty well. And again, they pay dividends. The banks are your easiest low-hanging fruit. When you put your money into the banks that I've pointed out, the banks that pay the dividends, if you put your money into the big banks, you don't even have to think about that shit. Everybody is reliant on the banks at this point. These are the big banks that pay the dividends right here. Investors Bank Corp, Toronto Dominion, TD Bank, Citigroup, JP Morgan, Santander. Santander's a shitty bank, by the way. Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and Capital One. There's a lot of Spanish people I think like Santander for some reason. And there's a lot of Haitians that go to Santander too. I don't know what that's about, but the bottom line is the banks.
I think they do like loans for like what is that like subprime borrowers.
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken.
Santander has like the shittiest subprime loans. They will give you 144 months to buy a fucking Honda Accord. It's disgusting. No, I mean 144 months. It's absolutely insane. So my thing is, banks are easy. That's the low-hanging fruit. Oil companies, gas companies, those are really good. And you know what the sad thing is? I've done my best to teach people about worthwhile investment. And I totally get ignored and drowned out by the
Right.
fake.
I mean, I've seen like the way a lot of the plays that you done put people game on then came out because you circle back to it like, hey, I told you, I put you up on game on this play on such and so time, and this is how it's played out. So it's not like you can't see it in real time.
Yeah. I don't delete videos. I keep my videos up. I haven't deleted like any of my stock watch videos. Even my marijuana. Right. I remember when marijuana made the Reddit jumps and I started selling out marijuana.
Yeah, because you were talking about the company that was doing the little roadside testing for like law enforcement thing.
Yeah.
God, what was that called? Because started with a B or something.
Yeah, BLOZ.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, man, it's logical, man. That's what I do. That's what I do. In fact, it's in my blood. My grandfather was a real estate guy. He bought up places. He started renting them out to old people. It's in my blood, man. It's just in my blood. Right. I'm here to make money.
I think for me right now, I'm keeping. Obviously, I'm doing my investments every month, at least $200. I'll put more in if I can, but once I knock out my own consumer debts, I'll be able to throw more money into investment. Because
Okay,
it makes zero sense to be in a bunch of debt and
all right, we got a guy
then
named
trying to
John.
invest on
We
top
got
of that.
somebody named John Chapman, and we got somebody named Colty TV. So, John, what's on your mind? John Chapman, what's on your mind? John? Quality, what's on your mind, Quality?
Hey.
Yes, hi, how are you?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Oh, I allowed the wrong device. Hello?
All right, well, John, I tried to
Hello,
talk
what's
to you.
up?
You didn't say nothing. John, what's going on? What's on your
Hey,
mind?
what's up, man? I'm
Hi.
just here to talk about stocks, I guess.
Okay.
So, do you know what NFTs are?
Non-fungible tokens, yeah.
About stocks, man.
Yeah, I have a few. And what do you think about them
scammers.
personally? Because I know it's a new technology and all. I just want your thoughts on it.
Well, to be perfectly honest, you probably already know my stance on crypto. I used to be very positive about crypto, but then the government got involved in it, and then I stopped trusting it. NFTs, I mean, listen, I've heard there's a couple of kids who made a lot of money selling NFTs, but personally, I that's not an investment I trust. I'll just say it just like that. I'm not saying that you can't make some money. I'm just saying it's not.
I completely understand your viewpoint. I can understand why you are like concerned about it, like the privacy stuff. Yeah, but it is decentralized. So I don't.
Well, but I need you to understand something. With the IRS going towards crypto and making rules on NFT, because I had a tax professional come on the show. Her name was Home Biz Tax Lady. You could probably still see the video because I left it up, right? The problem with NFTs is that if the government is going to tax them as if they are property, right? The government's going to tax them like they're property. You could end up paying, depending upon what the rules they put on them is, even if you did make some money on them, they could end up taking a large chunk of your money away from you, whatever you did make, right? Because cryptocurrency right now is not treated as property. Cryptocurrency is pretty much held to the same rules as stocks. And she explained the whole thing. Now, I'm sorry, I just don't trust it.
No. Don't be sorry. I just wanted your viewpoint on it. That's all. I can understand. I'll make my own decisions, but I just wanted to see how you thought about it as a whole. That was all.
Yeah, no. For me, I'm not comfortable with it.
No, that's fine. That's totally fine, man. I was just wondering.
All right.
Because it's always a new thing. I just want other people's opinions on it, really.
Okay. I mean, listen, if you get into it and you get lucky with it and you make a lot of money, good. But
yeah, I know.
I can't do that. I'm not into that. I'm just not into it. Like, I know that there's a lot of NFTs that are being sold for multiple millions of dollars. They're trying to treat NFTs like they treat fine art, but the tax
Right, and I feel like the only reason why they are trying to regulate it, other than for the obvious benefit of getting money from it, is to make these other big corporations and banking institutions more comfortable with their entry into it, or their position.
Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, they still have a reputation to uphold. So
yeah, no.
And stockholders, investors, and their own personal interests as far as.
I just wish there was like an NFT of George Floyd getting his fucking nigger neck.
Here we go.
I think that'd be pretty good. I think that'd be a good idea. George Floyd getting his nigger neck.
We got a fucking Australian troll. We got an Australian
what the hell?
troll.
Can we kick the guy with the
Yeah,
A?
I'm Australian. I'm Australian.
Yeah, I can tell you're Australian.
We Australians just hate
by the way, quality. What time is it there in Australia?
Can you read?
What time is it there, motherfucker? What time?
6 in the morning. 6 in the morning.
6 in the morning. Well, first of all, quality, I want you to understand two things. First of all, I know the history of Australia. You guys are nothing but the trash from fucking England.
Whoa.
That's number one.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I understand.
You are
I'm
a fucking
Australian.
prisoner.
You're right. I am
Australian.
This is an Australian accent.
You guys are trash.
This is an Australian accent.
Number two.
This is what you're hearing.
Guess what? Number two. Unlike your bitch ass, unlike you, I live in a country where we can own weapons, and you're at the mercy of your fucking government because you're nothing but
Australian.
slave.
I'm Australian.
You're nothing but a slave to the Australian government at this point. You are a fucking slave. You are a slave.
I'm
That's
from
what you are.
Australia.
You know what you are? You're a slave. You can't buy one of these, bitch.
Dude, that's
you
a
can't
plastic
buy one of
gun.
these.
It's a
Look at this
plastic gun. It's already
motherfucker.
been
You
debunked.
can't buy this shit. If you
It's
have
made
all
of
the money
plastic.
in the world, you can't buy one
You
of
can
these.
buy that from
The
Amazon. It's made
government
of
will take
plastic.
it from you. You're a bitch.
That's like a toy
You
water
can't
gun.
buy nothing. You can't buy one,
That's a toy
motherfucker.
water gun.
You're not free. I'm freer than
It's
you
made of
are.
plastic.
You're not free. I have the
You're not
Second
free. You're a
Amendment,
nigger.
and you don't.
You're not free. You're a nigger.
Fuck
You're a slave.
you. Fuck you. Okay, so now that I got that out of my system,
I just,
Man.
I mean, I just want to say that I know he's not like, that wasn't a nice thing he said, but I think you went a little bit like.
No. Listen, I didn't go too far. I said exactly.
You showed a gun on stream.
Huh? I don't care. What the fuck? I make videos in the motherfucking range.
I mean, it's his channel. He can do what he wants.
No, I understand that. It's just that it's to other people.
Fuck him.
I'm saying other people may not see that as like.
Tell
a nice
him
thing.
to file a complaint with my nuts. I don't give a fuck. Fuck him.
Right, so we were talking about
even
NFTs,
if they
right?
were to play the video back, and they'll be like, "Yeah, well, he was talking about the Second Amendment. Fuck you." And that's it. I don't give a fuck. And by the way, he's not even in this country. He can suck a dick. I don't give a shit. What am I going to play liberal like these bitches in fucking Australia? These guys are fucking criminals. The criminals
True.
from the British criminals. These guys are shit out of the UK. Shit.
Yeah, you're right. We exported them.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, we exported those motherfucking criminals. That's what they are. So anyway, next person with their thoughts, please.
I think
Thoughts on what?
this guy next to me has something he wants to say.
Who, John Chapman, or who is that? Josh?
Yeah, I think the other guy next
Josh
to me,
Edwards,
Josh.
how are you? What's on your mind?
Yeah, I'm Josh. So I'm interested in NFTs. I've collected quite a few.
Oh, really? How much money have you made from them?
About 15 Bitcoin. So
Wait, whoa, hold on. So you've been collecting NFTs?
No, I read it wrong. 1.5. Sorry.
1.5 Bitcoins. Okay, so
Yes.
you're saying that you've made about $75,000.
Yeah, well, I've been doing it for over a year now.
Oh,
so
okay.
I quit my job. Well, I've got a bunch of NFTs in my wallet. So there are a bunch of good NFTs right now. There's Friendly Frogs. There's Diaper Doggos. There's CryptoPunks. But my favorite NFT is the one where it's a new NFT. It's by, who is it? It's by Beeple, I think. You know, have you heard of Beeple? The artist, the
Honestly,
crypto
no.
NFT artist.
No.
Oh, he made like $1 million or something. And he made
I've
he
heard
made
of
an-
a couple of
yeah,
people.
yeah.
I've heard of a couple of people getting wealthy off of NFTs. But once again, listen, I'm not trying to do the get rich quick schemes. I'm not trying to do that shit.
Exactly, and that's what a lot of like millennials and people like around my age think, because you know they put out these stories about these people who, they got this altcoin at this level and now they're like some 100,000+ heir, and it's like, yeah, when you get in early for something, everything is a risk, everything is a gamble. When you get in early, there's a potential that you can make a lot of money from it, but it's not guaranteed. It's a gamble. But in anything that you put your money into, you have to do your own due diligence and research, and it has to make sense for you at least.
Absolutely.
Agreed. Yeah.
Absolutely. If you're putting your money into something that doesn't make sense long term, then you're just throwing it away. And then my other issue is you have no idea what the laws about these things are going to change too. You just don't know. See, there's a lot.
Governmental impact. Yep.
Exactly. Stocks, bonds, commodities. Somebody asked me to talk about uranium. The bottom line is, we know what the laws are on those things, and we know those laws pretty much are set at this point. They're not going to change. When you're talking about, here we go with John Chapman. Okay, I got to dump this guy.
This is my new.
Wait, what happened?
No. This guy was trying to put up some gay porn shit, and these guys think I'm stupid or something. It's like, yeah, I could see you down there, and he was trying to put up a video, and I just dropped him. He was trying to put up some gay porn.
That's not cool.
These guys think I'm dumb. It's like, these guys are hilarious. These guys are hilarious. But they, they do the same shit to Kevin Samuels. They like all of these big channels. They do the same shit to him. That's why he makes all these bitches cam up.
I mean, you just didn't talk about them. They're just trying to troll you.
Yeah, I know, but to some extent, it's kind of fun. Like I'm the type of person.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to troll, but I'm a troll. How do you troll a troll?
You're a troll?
I'm a troll. You didn't see my fucking channel goddamn icon?
What's your icon? Oh,
Yeah,
it's a black troll face.
Yeah.
It's not Big Truck
Wow, I
series.
didn't know they made nigga troll faces. That's incredible.
He's trolls.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
He said nigga troll face.
What?
That's what he said. I had somebody make that for me.
Yeah, he gets out here, he hops in his fucking Hellcat and he bitches out fucking piece of shit Corollas.
Dude,
yeah. This is nothing new.
Yeah. How do you troll a troll? Like you can't. Like when you can't insult a character. It doesn't make sense. You can't attack me. Like I don't get it.
There are some people in the private chat that want to be let in. I don't know how.
Yeah, well, I see two people.
immediately got
One
let
called
in.
I Can't Sneed, and I see one Eddie Stone. I don't trust either of these motherfuckers. So yeah, I'm gonna
Eddie
let
Stone,
Eddie in first. Hi, Eddie. What's on your mind?
I really just hate niggas, dude. I really just
here
don't
we go.
like them. That's all.
Here we go.
I
Here
really
we
just
go.
don't like them.
All right, yeah. All right.
They want their 2 seconds of fame. Where's all of these people
I can't
coming
believe that
from,
guy said he
man?
hates niggas. That's just
Don't you got some video games to play, some freaking jergens and slap on your hand, man? You loser.
Here's a question. No. The video games. Here's a question. Don't you have a white population you need to increase by 2050 or something? Okay, anyway. I Can't Sneed. What's on your mind?
Oh, hello.
Hi.
What's on my mind? I'm having a look through a chat about crypto.
Okay, yeah. So what would you like to say about crypto?
Link to the moon.
Okay, so you think crypto's going to the moon?
Oh, I think so.
Okay, so here's a question. Which crypto do you have? How much do you hold of it? And how much money have you made?
I have Link. I have £150. I've probably made about £30 off of it.
Wait. 30 pounds. That's like $60 or something. Like that's like $50. $45. So here's my question. Do you really believe that out of the thousands of cryptocurrencies, there's like 14,000, there's over 14,000 right now. Do you really believe that the small values that you do manage to hold, do you believe that those are going to be so significant in the future that you're going to be like rich and be able to retire and stuff?
No.
So what are you doing it for?
Because it's shield. That's why.
What do you mean?
It's publicized. The more publicized something is, the more it's going to be sold and bought.
Okay, so you think that it's going to
keep... So because it's mainstream, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's mainstream. It's publicized. It's shield all over the internet.
But here's the question. You've made like $50. And I've made money on crypto too. I'm not going to lie. But my thing is, I realize that long term, I'm not retiring off cryptocurrency.
No.
Right?
Exactly. And if your initial investment isn't in the thousands of dollars, you're not really going to see any money as far as like doing short-term plays. But I mean, I'm no expert. That's just my general opinion. But for the people who have gotten out here and made a bunch of money, they've invested like $10,000+ in whatever altcoin or crypto or whatever.
Well, listen, good luck. Good luck. Maybe you'll prove me wrong. Maybe you'll do better than I expect you to do. But my thing is, I just feel that people, I don't want to sell people false hope. I want them to get behind something that I know. What? Okay, here we go. Somebody's troll. But anyway, I want to get people behind stuff that I know has long-term gains and has long-term potential, and something that when their money is sitting there, they don't have to worry about their account being hacked and their money disappearing. Yeah, and there was another crypto hacking. Shitcoin, do you have something on your mind? What's going on here?
I've got a cough.
You've got a cough? Oh. Did I like open up the gates to Australia like through a portal or some shit? Like
I'm not Australian. I'm British.
I'm not
you're
Australian.
British, John. Like what is? As far as I'm sorry. Okay, so it's like Shitcoin, what do you have to say? What's on your mind, brother?
Yeah, I'm not Australian either.
Okay, where do you live, Shitcoin?
London.
London. Why you sound like you're laughing while you're saying it?
Because your stream's just funny.
Oh, my stream is funny? Well, thank you very much. I do my best to be entertaining. Thank you.
What's your opinion on Black Wall Street?
Black Wall Street? You mean,
Yeah.
what was it, Tulsa, Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Or do you mean the new Black Wall Street that I'm part of?
Nah, Tulsa.
Okay, well, I think Tulsa, Oklahoma, I do think that the media has played it up a lot. Apparently, from what I can ascertain, there was a town and there was a race riot. And during some point in that race riot, somebody was flying in an airplane or something and tossing bombs out of the airplane or some shit, and they were killing people and everything. However, that was so far before my time that right now I don't really focus on. Right now, I focus on the new Black Wall Street that I'm building. Now, I don't know if you've ever been to New York. Have you been to New York?
No.
I actually work on the current Wall Street. Like, I actually have a small business, and we focus on real estate and personal finance. So I am Black Wall Street 2021. Now, I know that sounds like a crazy claim, but yeah, I am.
Right. So that's why you can get on YouTube and put out this info.
I have a good idea for you. You could your profile picture is quite a good idea for an NFT series because you could do, you know, like nigger troll face, kike troll face, tranny troll face.
Let me ask you.
Face.
Well, hold on. I need you to do me a favor. Don't use the
term
nigger, don't use the term fag, and don't use kike, please, because somebody at Google might not like that shit.
Who? Susan Wojcicki?
Sicky?
Yeah, is that how you say her name? I don't know.
Wait, I don't understand. I'm sorry.
That's the CEO of YouTube.
I think she's Jewish, by the way.
Yeah,
Who's
she's Jewish. So I don't think she'd like the word
YouTube.
Yeah, I don't think we want to. I don't think we want to say that.
Nigger.
Here we go. Bye, Pirate. Bye, Tyrese. Bye. Yeah, I know. It's like there was I used to watch radio stations and they do this shit all the time. But you know, I have a thick skin.
It's so sad.
I know it's sad.
Right.
It's like the sad thing about it is they think they're winning, and the thing about it is they're not. It's like it's not even funny. It's sad. But bottom line is, and these is the same Negroes that's 10 inches deep in your wife. So yeah, right.
Exactly. I think they should do an NFT series on like police brutality subjects. You know, so a George Zimmerman one, and then a Derek Chauvin one.
Josh, you might actually have a good idea. You might have a good idea. My only question is, who's going to pay for it, and how much is it worth?
Well, you know, when Kyle Rittenhouse wins next week.
Well, you're saying when Kyle Rittenhouse wins, but here's a question: how's Kyle Rittenhouse going to get past the gun charge? Tell me that.
I mean, he's not going past literally crossing state lines.
Let me get a picture of Kyle Rittenhouse. Hold on. Now that you want to talk about,
he literally crossed state lines, dude.
Yeah, he did cross state lines. That's a fact. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he literally did that.
But not only that, but hold on. Not only did he cross state lines, he had a gun that was illegal for him to have specifically because of his age. So how is he going to beat the gun charge? I need you to
you feel that way. Yeah. What is you could
not really important though, because he crossed state lines.
Important evidence.
Do you think that just because you cross state lines that makes the law not the law anymore? Is that what you think? That's not how it works.
No, because crossing state lines is probably the worst thing he did. It's really illegal. He should really
it is illegal. But what I'm asking you is, hold on. What I'm asking you is, how's he going to beat the gun charge? That's what I need you to explain to me.
I don't know.
He can't. That's the point.
Okay.
So let me explain to you how this plays out, because I know American law pretty fucking well. Let me explain to you how this. You know so much about American law. That's why I'm asking you. How's he going to beat the gun charge? You can't.
Well, no, I just said he won't. I agree with you.
All right. So we can agree on that. On that. He's not beating the gun charge, bro. So the bottom line is,
Kyle Rittenhouse NFT, where he's crossing state lines.
He's gonna get jail time. He's gonna get prison time specifically because there's certain charges he can't beat.
Why?
Because they're not. They have to find him guilty because it's obvious that he's guilty of certain charges.
He didn't do
Now,
anything.
I've said.
Couldn't you have gotten a better quality picture than that?
He's not. Hold on. He's not.
Ooh, look at them fake ass tears that
He's
freaking
not-
Oscar nominated
Kyle
performance.
is not going to get
Squeezing them damn tears out.
He's not going to
Killed him,
get
he
found
cares.
guilty of murder. I can promise you that. He's not going to get murder. I can promise that. But what I have to say is there's no way he's beaten that gun charge. He can't because it and by the way, something that I also should point out, the judge has given the jury the ability to consider lesser charges than murder because he knows that they're not going to do him on murder. But if they give him something else like negligent homicide, because you got to remember, he's got a charge from somebody he didn't even shoot. There was a journalist, and he's charged with endangering the life of a journalist with an illegal weapon. When you understand the charges, you understand the certain charges he can't beat.
But what about crossing state lines?
Well, okay, so he wasn't supposed to. Like what? He's gonna get hit for that. But crossing state lines in and of itself is not a crime. The problem is he had an illegal weapon at his age. It was illegal for him to have the weapon, and he ended up using that weapon to kill 2 people. Regardless you want to call it self-defense or not, he crossed state lines, was in a place he shouldn't have been.
Murder too.
No. Here's the problem. Even though I'd like to call it murder, you can't call it murder because they've got videotape of these people trying to beat the shit out of him and take the gun from him. So the jury will not. I don't believe they're going to hit him on a murder charge. I believe they'll get him for reckless endangerment or something like that. But they're not going. I personally believe they're not going for murder. They're not going to. They're not going to convict him on murder. They will get. They will get him on the reckless endangerment of the reporter. But he's not going down for murder. I'm pretty sure about that. Okay.
His life's ruined
Can
now,
we
anyway.
can we agree on
Might as
that?
well go down.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure, really.
I think his life's ruined now anyway. He might as well just go down.
You're absolutely right. His life is ruined. The media is going to attack him forever, just like they did George Zimmerman. Just like they, and you know the ironic thing is,
Yeah, but the difference is George Zimmerman didn't do anything wrong.
Says you. George Zimmerman stalked somebody, and he basically suckered somebody into being able to murder him and calling it self-defense. Now, see, let me explain to you. Like, you live in which you say you're in British, right? You're British.
Yeah.
I keep a loaded
I live in
pistol
Kent.
on me. Let me just say it like this. I keep a loaded concealed carry firearm on me for the day that somebody tries to follow me acting like I'm about to break into a car. Because if you know me, you know I ain't got to steal no cars.
Yeah, but Trayvon was stealing Skittles.
The day somebody walks up on me trying to play police officer is the day that they get shot in the fucking face 6 or 7
You're going to kill a police officer.
I don't give a fuck if you're a pig. I don't give a fuck if you're Kyle. I don't give a fuck if you're George Zimmerman. I have such an itchy fucking trigger finger. I sleep with my gun on top of my fucking pillow. The day somebody tries to follow me is the day that they get blown the fuck away. Trayvon Martin didn't have a gun. Too bad for him.
He stole some Skittles. Do we know if he crossed state lines or not?
Gage Grukowicz had a pistol, but Gage Grukowicz didn't pull the trigger fast enough. I'm not Gage Grukowicz. I got my finger on the trigger all the time. All the time. So, George Zimmerman, if he ever see me walking through a neighborhood, the motherfucker better not ever follow me.
What about George Zimmerman NFT?
George Zimmerman, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He better not ever follow my ass. He better not follow my ass. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Would you bid on a George Zimmerman NFT though?
Well, George Zimmerman could be on the I mean, listen, NFTs are, as far as I'm concerned, they're worthless. So, I mean, listen, you put them on whatever you want to put them on. I could care less.
What about Joseph Rosenbaum NFT?
Joseph Rosenbaum, I barely even know what that motherfucker looks like. But listen, NFTs to me are worthless. You can put the Statue of Liberty on that shit. Don't change
that. He's like 5 foot tall, and he was a pedophile.
Yeah, okay, fine. He's a pedophile, fine. I don't care. Can you understand it
Wait,
when I say
you don't
I
care if he's a pedophile?
let me say this. Let me say this. I know that you live in Europe where they force you motherfuckers to value signal and shit. I
What?
don't
What's value signal?
they force you over there in Europe to you'll have to act a certain way and shit. I'm
Do you
not
mean
over
virtue
there. I don't give
signaling?
a fuck. Huh?
No,
Do you
that's
mean
American.
virtue signaling?
Yeah, I said virtual signal. They
You said
force you on
value,
virtual.
like
I
NFT
don't give
value.
a fuck. Listen,
George Zimmerman NFT.
you call it virtue. I call it value. I made a mistake. I don't care. I just don't care.
All right, okay.
Get over it.
I don't care.
Move on.
Yeah. So my thing is, you're over there in Europe. You're basically in one of those dystopian fucking environments where they got you on camera all day and you've got fewer rights
No,
than
that's
I have
America.
here. No, that's there. Why do you think they made V for Vendetta was not an American movie? That was
I think V for Vendetta is set in a fictional universe.
It is real. Y'all on camera all fucking day. Y'all can't even own guns.
No, that's America.
Oh, you can't. I own guns. What the fuck are you talking about?
I own guns.
You
but they
can't
don't
own
take the guns
We
away.
can own
Yeah,
guns.
they can.
You can't even buy an air rifle that's above 30 pound-feet. You
We
guys
can buy
I don't need
shotguns
them.
and
I've got
deagles.
2 guns.
You got 2 guns? Show them to me right now. Show me right now. Show me.
Yeah, my left
Show
arm
me.
and my right arm.
Show me. No, fuck
My
your
left-
right arm.
You wanna
Stop with that bullshit. Your right arm, your left arm. If you were in a pub, you'd get the shit beat out of you. Who you kidding? You get knocked out.
I've never really been to a pub, mate.
I've never been to England. I have no intentions of going there, but I
You've
know
never
what
had
a
a
pub
pint?
is. And I saw the movie Snatch,
Pour me a
and I
Stella.
saw the movie Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. There ain't shit going down in England that I need to see.
Yeah, we have the Queen.
The
Yeah.
Queen ain't shit.
Queen.
The Queen.
Queen ain't shit. Even your kings suck. King George, when he sent those red coats over here, we killed the motherfuckers. We don't play that shit.
We don't have a king, we have a queen.
Wait,
You had King
Yeah.
George during the Revolutionary War. You trying to tell me I'm wrong?
Yeah, but I don't think either of us were alive during that time period.
No, but the point is, you people are not
But
trained.
that's still your
Whoa,
history. so
whoa,
you
whoa,
should
whoa!
know
What do you
that.
mean by
Yeah.
you people?
You people are
What do you mean
British.
by you people, dude?
Motherfucker.
Don't be
British
racist.
people. You guys are
Dude.
nothing but criminals who are
What
going to
if I
get sent
said
to
you people
Australia.
to
Whoa,
you?
what the
You
fuck?
used all these racist terms since you've been up here. The only reason
What?
I haven't dumped you is because you didn't get too out of hand.
Well, I'm black.
I haven't said anything.
No, you're not. I'm looking at your fucking photo. You're not
I am black.
You're
That's not me. That's my father.
That's bullshit. You're fucking lying. Just
My
stop.
father. I'm logged into his Google account. That's how I joined.
Your father is black. What color
My
is
name's
your
not
DJ
Josh.
Khaled. Is that DJ
Here's the
Khaled?
question. So wait. Your father's black. What color is your mom? Show us a photo. of
No,
your
no.
mom.
This is my father in the picture. He's white. My mother's
So your
black.
father is
My
white.
stepdad's black, so
Whatever. You know what? I don't even. Yeah. Okay.
And my mother's black. So
Whatever.
I'm more black. I got more black genes.
You got more
than
black
white
genes.
genes,
Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm proud to see that you got it for the struggle.
So I'm a
when they
brother,
lock-
right?
Here's a question: when they lock you up over there for being black, did they send you to Australia or did they keep you in Britain?
I don't think that's a crime. I don't think being black's a crime.
Yeah, it is over there. Well, I mean, actually,
What?
it's more crime here than it is over there. But whatever.
I've never met anybody that's gone to jail for being
I don't
black.
think you're really black. Why don't you cam up? Turn the camera on.
I don't have a camera on it.
Yeah, you do. You fucking liar. Yes, you do.
Not on my. I'm on a desktop PC. I don't have a camera.
I know you have a camera. Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I'm serious. I can send a screenshot of my device.
You're
and I
lying.
can see.
You
I
have a
actually
camera.
don't.
The photo that you have as your avatar.
Yeah, this is my father. He took it on his phone.
This guy's lying. You're lying.
It's my father. He took it on his phone.
Why don't you cam up?
His name's Josh Edwards. You can look it up. He has a YouTube channel called.
So why are you
Cos
using
Vlogs.
your daddy's phone?
He has a YouTube channel. I'm not on his phone. I'm on my PC, but I logged in with his Google account
I logged into it.
because we all use it to watch YouTube.
All right. Okay, this gets a little too deep for me. How about you, shitcoin? Why don't you fucking cam up, or you got no camera too?
nah, don't have one, dude.
Yeah. So why don't you cam up? Because I want to see what you look like.
No, that's kind of gay.
No, it's not
Naked,
kind of
aren't
gay. It's only gay if I told you I want to see your ass, balls, and titties. I didn't say that
Yeah,
shit.
but
I think
I
I'm naked.
though.
said I
I
want to
am
see
naked,
what you look
so
like.
it's kind of gay.
What?
I'm naked, so it's kind of gay.
You're not fucking naked. Stop lying. What is it with these guys? You guys
Wait,
are
you
the
want-
biggest cowards
You want
on
proof?
earth.
You want proof that?
Wait, how am I a coward? I'm joining with my father's face.
Man.
Cowards.
Holy
Holy shit.
So you could find out who I am.
I've got a black stepdad, so
My father's
Yeah,
my
like
father's YouTube channel is
Yeah.
Cos Vlogs. You're free to look it
Yeah,
up.
okay.
Oh wow! So everybody has a black stepdad black.
Everybody's got a black stepdad, right? How about that?
This is crazy.
I don't have a black stepdad. I just have a black father. No mother.
You have
Sorry.
a black father now.
No, I have a black mother and a white father.
I have a black mother.
I'm like
and a white
68% black.
father. Really?
Yeah, really.
All right. Well, if you say so, I mean, I can't verify it visually, so I guess.
Mate, I can do drill rap and you can't.
You could do what?
I can do drill rap. I could violate you.
What the fuck is
Did
drill
you say
rap?
drill rap?
Yeah,
you
rap.
said that. What are you
You know what
talking
rap is, right?
What?
You guys do rap, like hip hop.
Yeah, we do rap and hip hop. Yeah, but
Yeah,
what
well,
do
we
you
do that here as
Cool
well,
rap.
but we call it drill.
So give us a demonstration of your drill
Yeah,
rap.
if you
Show us
have
your skills.
any lick
I
of
Show us
don't
your
have
skills.
my man
American
down
in
with me.
you,
I don't have my man down with me, so nobody can
Show
help me
us
out.
your skills. Bust out a rhyme.
Man,
Bust out a rhyme.
Bust out a rhyme.
Bust out a rhyme, motherfucker.
All right. George Zimmerman did nothing
Oh, here we
wrong.
go. Here we go.
Trayvon Martin was a retarded nigger. I hate niggers. I hate niggers. I hate niggers. I hate niggers. I hate niggers.
You niggas are dumb.
That rhymes. It does rhyme.
You guys are stupid.
He's definitely got a black. He's definitely got a black man.
See, I can say it because my mother's black.
No, she's not.
What?
No, she's not. I bet
She
your
is.
mom. Your mom
It's,
was very
it's
skinny.
amazing how the
Your mom- yeah.
concentration of trolls is on
Yeah.
YouTube.
She is black. She came in the Windrush generation.
What?
You know, the Windrush generation.
What's that?
It's migrants from Africa, and they come over to England.
Oh, okay.
And there was a
cool.
whole scandal because Theresa May almost deported them all. My mother
I
included.
will say this: I kind of felt bad for her over there in Europe when Donald Trump kept saying that France got taken over by dark people and that it's no longer France and everything. How are you guys dealing with that?
Well, we don't give a shit. We're not France.
Yeah, but England, France, it's basically the same place.
Well, there's a lot
The
of
only
Muslims there.
difference-
They're trying to
The
steal
only
my
difference
African
is
culture.
your food sucks and theirs doesn't.
Hey, I have good food. I'm black.
England's more
No, you
spicy
don't.
on Muslims than black people.
Oh yeah,
I
what's
eat,
the
I
black
eat
food?
chicken with seasoning
Chicken with seasoning? No
Yeah.
black person would ever say that bullshit.
and watermelon as well.
You're a liar. No black person would ever say chicken with seasoning. They would say,
Wow, so that's
That's what
all
we eat
y'all
here.
got on black people. So just
That's what we
when
eat
you
here.
when you see chicken and
And
freaking
Skittles.
watermelon, you just
he
see black
said it,
people.
Skittles.
That's
You heard him. He
that's
said
so
Skittles.
narrow minded.
What?
There's
Skittles
no-
are a popular sweet here. We call them sweets, by the way. Not
No,
candy.
I would have gave you. No, I would have gave.
Candy. You know what I should do? I should just have like a 4 or 5 hour long show where I just invite racists on. That's what I should do.
I'm
Who's
not
racist?
racist. I'm a
Yeah,
brother.
okay, sure. Yeah,
His
oh yeah,
mum's-
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yeah, one
mum's
race,
black.
one struggle.
Huh?
One race, one struggle.
Yeah, okay, sure. All right.
Yeah, you and me both, brother.
So you're not one of those people I see rioting over there,
So you want to hop on a tape with me?
having
Some
tiki
rap?
torch fucking rallies and shit.
No, I'm black. Why would I do that?
You're not black, man. Just stop.
What do you mean? Why would I
I
lie
can hear
about
it in your
this?
voice. I know what black British.
I'm just from
people sound
Kent.
like.
I'm from Kent.
Kent. What? Kent? Fucking. What are you talking about?
Kent is a place in England.
Yeah. Okay. You're not black.
Yes, I am. We have a
No, you're not.
multitude of accents. You don't know every black accent. in
I
Britain.
know. I know black voices when I hear.
He knows.
You're
He knows
not-
every black in England.
You're not
Every
black.
Yeah,
single-
I
yeah,
know
yes,
you're
he
not.
does.
I'm telling you, you're not black.
You sound like Joe Biden right now. I am black.
No, you ain't. Oh, Joe
You
Biden,
ain't
you
black,
ain't
man.
black.
You ain't black, man.
You ain't
I
black.
know
I'm
you're
black,
black.
man.
You ain't.
You don't vote for me. You ain't black.
Yes, I am.
You're not black, man. Just stop.
Don't
Y'all
you
need
dare
help.
say I'm not
Y'all
black.
need
I know
Jesus.
what. Listen, I know
Y'all
what
need
white people
Jesus.
sound like when they're British. You're not that.
Man, you are racist.
No, well, maybe I am. But the bottom line is,
Just
you're
because I'm
not
British
black.
means I'm not black.
I'm sorry. What?
Just because I'm British means I'm not black.
No,
Like what?
just because you're not a black British person, I can
No,
tell
because
you're
of the
not
fact
black
that you're
British.
speaking the way that you are.
I wear a
says
North
that.
Face.
I know what black British people sound like. You're not. You're
I
not
wear a
black.
puffer jacket.
What do they sound like? What do they sound like?
Yeah,
What
what
do
does
they
it
sound like? They have deeper voices because they have bigger dicks and balls.
sound like? What?
Mhm.
You heard what I said.
How do you?
I don't think the size of your penis makes your voice deeper.
The size of the black balls increases testosterone, and that makes it so that we have deeper voices. We have deeper voices. You can't fool
No, you
me.
don't. I know
Well,
a bunch of white
like
people
Mike
with really
Tyson.
deep voices.
Like my
You,
Tyson.
like I know you're white kids because your testicles don't drop until you're like 5 years into puberty. It's like
What the hell are you talking about? My testicles? I'm 14.
No, you don't. No, you know you're fucking listen to this guy.
Oh wait, no,
Why are you talking about my
I'm
testicles, dude?
I'm not doing that one. No, No, now the first you were black, now you're 14.
Now you're kind of like
you
Jacob
lie.
Rosenbaum, trying to prey on
So
little
you
boys.
want me to believe that I have a 14-year-old kid with a black stepfather who's
Not stepfather, a
making
black
racist
mother.
jokes about fucking
Like
black
make
guys?
it make sense.
Yeah, come on.
I have a
man, come
black
on.
mother.
Seriously,
You're just not understanding me. I have a black
you don't
mother.
know, dude. You don't.
I'm
How long your parents been
68%
married?
black.
How long your parents been married?
She, mate.
Like 15 years.
15 years, really? Show us a photo. Show us a wedding photo.
No, I'm
Of course
doxing
not.
myself.
Of course not. No, well, you call it.
Remember, he doesn't have his computer doesn't have a camera.
His camera does.
Now,
Yeah.
mind you, most
Yeah,
modern
the
day
only-
computers come with that as
Not a
standard.
desktop. Why would a
Listen,
desktop come with a
every
camera?
computer sold since like 2000 fucking like.
I've never seen an
Yeah,
all-in-one
like laptops
computer
and
that
stuff.
did not have an
Yeah,
inbuilt
laptops, maybe, not
webcam.
desktops. You guys are being silly.
No, all-in-one computers.
So wait. Here's a
My
question.
father
What kind of-
works for Dell.
Whoa. What kind of smartphone do you have?
A Samsung
Okay, well, a Samsung what, motherfucker? What's the
A4.
A4? Samsung A4. That's good to know. So I'll tell you what. Why don't you run this StreamYard on
I
your
forgot the
Samsung?
link.
Wait, no. Oh no, I'll give you the link. I'll give you the link right now.
Yeah,
All
I
you gotta
forgot
do is run this on your shitty ass fucking Samsung phone, and you
How am I
can
going to
join
see
in.
the link?
I'm gonna put it right now. I'm put it right now.
Where?
Put it right now. And you can join in, and you can use the link on your phone to join StreamYard. And
Why
when
do you want to see him so much?
then because I want to see who I'm talking to. That's why I don't
Why?
like how
14.
I'm 14.
I know you guys are used to hiding behind
Creep.
peeps and shit, but
He's
no, I like
14.
to see who I'm talking to.
I'm 14.
You like
You
seeing
can just reverse
14
image search the picture of my father that I've used
sorry.
as my profile
Dude,
picture.
first of all, okay, I dropped the link. All you got to do is log in. That's all you got to do.
I don't see it.
That's all you got to do.
Where is it? Where's the link?
I put the link right there. It's the link. It's right.
Yeah,
fucking
where's
there.
right here?
It's right there.
I'm not typing
Goddamn
that
it!
out.
It's the last thing that I typed in
I'm
the
not typing
fucking
that out
chat.
to satisfy your perverted fucking fantasies. Trying to see a 14-year-old.
How's it a perverted fantasy when I'm trying to see
a
your face?
14-year-old?
Stupid. Yeah. Okay.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, you guys are hilarious. You guys are fucking hilarious.
Can we get a high
You know,
quality picture of Kyle Rittenhouse?
Tell you what, you know what's going to be more
I
hilarious?
was typing it out. Why do you take it
Let me tell
away?
you this. When Kyle Rittenhouse gets whatever jail time he's going to get, right?
He won't get any.
I'm going to
Apart
stop
from 10
everything
years for
I'm
crossing
doing.
state lines.
I'm going to go to the bar and I'm going to get a drink in
State
memory of
lines.
Kyle Rittenhouse's booty, which is going to be shredded in that
What the
fucking
hell?
prison when those big dicks get up in his booty, okay?
Why don't
I'm
you
not
like
getting
Gay
drunk.
rape.
Huh?
First you want to see a
that's what we do in
14-year-old, now you're
American
talking about
prison.
gay rape.
See, the problem with you English people is you sent all of your shit to Australia. So y'all don't know too much
Yeah.
about the really bad prisons, but we got that here in New York, in America, because we don't send our people to Australia. We send them upstate New York.
Yeah, but you've never set foot on O Block.
Why
mate.
don't you like him though? Why don't you like him?
Well, it's not about liking him or not. The problem is he's guilty and he needs to go down. That's it. Nothing personal. I don't know. He's guilty of killing people in a time when he shouldn't have been doing it. That's all.
Yeah, but he's
So?
a pedophile.
I don't give a fuck. So wait. So the journalist whose life was endangered was a pedophile too?
Probably.
You're a
Yeah,
fucking
Jewish
idiot.
as
Just
well.
shut up. Just shut
He's a
up.
journalist.
You guys are dumb.
Wait, so you
Probably.
How?
just said you don't care if he was a pedophile.
I'm a political commentator for my
You're not
local school.
you're a political
for my
commentator at
school
14.
newspaper.
You're a political commentator at 14 with a black
Yeah,
step
for my
on.
school newspaper.
Yeah, okay, sure. Right.
He's ahead of the curve.
For my secondary school
Ahead of the
newspaper.
kid. Yeah, okay, right.
I'm in year 9.
Shitcoin, what part of UK do you live in?
Hey, this guy said eat kangaroo shit Australian. Who's Australian in this chat?
West Yorkshire.
You're lying. You're an Australian. I can tell.
I live in West Yorkshire.
You live in
Not
Australia.
Australian.
You know what? You British. I've listened to British accents
Can you
long
not
enough
tell an
to know
English
the
accent?
difference.
Do you know what an Australian accent is?
I've
mate?
listened to the accents long enough to know the difference between a Londoner,
All right.
a
You've
regular
got screen
British
share.
person.
You've got screen share.
and
Go
a
on
fucking
YouTube and
Australian.
play some British people and then some
Shitcoin,
Australian
you're from
people.
Australia. It's in how you slur your words. I know the difference. You can't fool me.
I'm not. I'm
Well,
from
we're fooling you right now,
Northern
actually.
England.
You're not from fucking Northern England. No, you're not.
I mean, yeah, I'm Australian. Yeah, you got me.
I know I got
Yeah,
you.
no,
You
I'm
can't fool
Australian.
me.
I'm from Sydney.
Yeah, I know you, dude. You can't fool me.
I live near
man.
the Opera House.
You can't fool me, bro. You can't fool me.
Yeah, you got
I'm
me.
too
dude.
good with this. In fact, I can identify
Yeah, I'm straight.
voices better than I can identify faces. That's how good I am.
Really? Can
Yeah.
you identify George Zimmerman's voice?
Yeah, I'm Australian.
I can
It's 11 in the morning right now.
I can identify your mom's voice when she's getting fucked in the next room by several dozen guys paying money.
Several dozen?
Yeah, several dozen. Because she needed the
What
money.
the hell?
All right, have you ever
24?
heard of
Like
a Have you ever heard of a Mandingo party? Do you know what that
24
is?
men?
No, I'm not a degenerate.
No, that sounds perverse.
Nah, the judge ain't gonna exempt no gun charge.
Remember, I'm 14.
The judge is telling the jury right now to consider lesser charges. That tells me a signal that they're trying to get. They're not going to do him on murder, but they're going to get him on something else. He's going to be found
I don't really
guilty
give
on
a
at
shit
least one
about it.
charge.
I'm not American.
He's going to be found guilty on at least one charge. Just prepare yourselves for it. Now, I know you're going to be over there.
And when that happens, I need you to go live immediately.
Oh, you know I will, baby. I'm gonna stop everything I'm doing, and I'm gonna have my camera phone ready.
Hey man, if he walks free on everything, then can you go live anyway?
All right. Well, I'll tell you what.
And can you promise to let me join?
I'll promise to let you join. No problem. You got it.
Thank you.
So you're saying he's gonna walk free on every? You're saying he's gonna walk free?
Sorry,
on
that was my
every
fire
single
alarm.
charge? He's gonna walk free on all
your rape
charges.
alarm.
Are you saying he's gonna walk free on all charges?
Yeah,
You're saying that? Okay, fine. Then I'm gonna hold
except crossing state lines.
Here's the problem, Josh. You don't understand our laws. Crossing state lines is not a fucking criminal charge. There's no charge for that. Why do you keep saying that shit?
Because it's illegal.
But it's not a criminal charge.
It is.
I think it's a misdemeanor. If that.
No.
It's
Here's
illegal,
the problem. No. The judge threw out a past curfew charge against him.
Right.
Because a past curfew charge would have only carried like a $500 fee, a fine. I'm telling you, going over state lines was not a criminal charge.
But I've been seeing everywhere that he was crossing state lines.
Oh my god. I can't argue it anymore. I keep trying to tell you.
Well, come on, I'm right.
No, you're not right. You've probably never even been to this country, dude. I've read the charges.
I went on holiday.
You're being toyed with. You're being toyed with.
Where'd you come here on a holiday? Where'd you come here?
Florida.
How long did you stay?
A couple of weeks.
Yeah. All
right. You're the same one that's 14 years old, right? So now you're out here freely traveling the world. Okay.
Yeah, my parents took me on holiday. What?
Your parents took your white father and your black mom took you on a holiday.
Yep.
They took you on holiday. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I went on holiday to Florida, and we went to Disney World.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, listen, maybe
the one thing I picked up while I was there was that crossing state lines is one of the worst crimes you can commit in America.
What the fuck are you talking about? It's not illegal to cross state lines.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
He is so toying with you, man.
How not? How not? Explain how it's not.
How is it not? Because in America, we have the freedom to travel on interstates. What the fuck are you talking about?
But I've been seeing on CNN and everything. It says he crossed state lines.
Well, okay. So now what you're trying to do is you're trying
mainstream media.
You're trying to troll me by talking about.
Well, the mainstream media is trustworthy.
I don't get my news from MSNBC or CNN. Like, why do you keep trying to lump me in with?
Where do you get it from? Fox News, Chad.
Well, believe it or not, I actually listen to Patriot XM in the morning, but you don't even know about that channel because you're not here.
I know about that.
No, you don't. Who are some of the hosts? You have no idea, so stop typing, motherfucker. I hear you typing. You stupid motherfucker. He's up there trying to type this shit. I listen to Andrew Wilkow. I listen to Breitbart News at 6 o'clock in the morning. You don't know what
that's for chuds.
Just stop. You know what? Just stop it. Jesus Christ.
Breitbart's for chuds, dude.
I know, and see, the sad thing is Americans are programmed to take you by your accent. We're supposed to take you guys seriously. I don't take you guys seriously. I don't.
Well,
I've watched enough fucking sci-fi movies where the aliens are fucking British to know not to take you motherfuckers seriously, okay?
What sci-fi movie is that?
In all the sci-fi movies, the aliens are British.
Name one.
Is that true?
Name one. Fucking V for Vendetta.
I think they're aliens in that.
Sci-fi. Yeah, that's a sci-fi movie.
Is it?
Equilibrium. That's a sci-fi movie.
I think you're reaching.
The villain is always British. It never fails. Even in Wonder Woman, the fucking villain was British.
Why are you watching Wonder Woman?
Because it's a fucking movie, stupid.
Yeah, for women.
You guys are killing me with this bullshit.
It's a film for women.
I'll watch your review on the latest Bond film. And
All right, fine. I'll concede that crossing state lines might not be as major of a crime as I'm trying to put out, but it is still a pretty serious crime. Crossing state lines.
Dude, you got to see that. I'm gonna have to mute you. Turn that shit on.
What?
I'm gonna mute you.
Why?
I don't want that music. The music might have copyright flags or something. I don't want it.
All right, wait. Is it fixed now?
No.
Oh, wait, is it fixed now?
It'll be fixed if I fucking block you, motherfucker. Do it again and watch yourself disappear.
All right.
Yeah.
Is it fixed?
See,
okay.
See, that's the thing. That's how people got to deal with people. It's like, I'm not playing a fucking game. Here we go. This motherfucker.
Oh my god. Yeah, clearly you are 14 years old.
You guys
Jesus.
are dumb. You guys are fucking dumb. These guys are dumb.
I'm like, it's hilarious. The whole time he's just toying with you.
Yeah, I know.
He was taking
no, you know what the British say? They say he's tooling with you. He's tooling with you.
He was taking the piss.
Yeah, he's taking a piss or tooling with me.
Taking the mic.
Yeah, I know.
No one else is tooling.
I kept him around just for the lulls.
Yeah, he's one of those Southern English trolls.
Yeah, I know. And you're so shitcoin. What do you got? What is your bottom line tonight, huh? What's your bottom line? What are you trying to get accomplished today?
I was just joining the stream. I've not said anything.
Okay. Well, I hope you've had a good time.
Yeah. So, what crypto should I be holding then?
What cryptos? Fucking none of them.
I hold HBAR, 10,000 of it.
Here's a question: what do you do for work?
To be vague, software.
To be vague?
Yeah.
Funny. So you work with software.
Yeah.
And how much do you make per year, annually?
About 30K UK.
That's not really. Wait, 30K is a little less than that's like 55,000 if you're telling me the truth. But
nah, it's less than that.
It's less than that. It's like 50,000 or something, right? I usually just double.
Give way. It's like you're way off. It's like $40,000.
So if you work in software, why haven't you created your own cryptocurrency and suckered people into buying it?
Because you have to pay like 2 Ethereum just to start one.
So why don't you do that?
I'm 20, dude.
Okay. So
I don't even have that much money.
Well, do you know how many of these young kids have gotten rich in cryptocurrency? Kids like a third my fucking age?
Yeah, that's like 0.0001%.
I know. So do you want to be part of
fuckers are making me look bad, and all I do is hold a damn steering wheel.
Exactly. So do you want to be part of the 0.001, or do you want to just be
of course. Well, like,
so then why don't you do it? You told me you told me you made like over 1 Bitcoin doing your NFTs. So why don't you go?
Nah, that wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Oh, okay. No. So my thing is, wait, you're the one who told me you made like close to $60 with one of those cryptos or something, right?
No, that wasn't me either.
Okay, I'm sorry. Listen, all you British dudes sound the same to me.
I thought I was Australian.
Okay, great. But here's the thing. I'm just saying, why don't you do more with your life? Like, so this way the women will like you and all that.
I do more.
Huh?
I do more. I'm only 20, dude.
Okay,
do
you want to do what you're doing 15 years from now, or do you want to do better for yourself?
What's better though?
Well, better is making more money and having better looking women.
Yeah, contracting yourself out to bigger corporations. That's
the goal. That's the goal.
There's a money bag right there.
Have you seen English women? Come on.
I have. Most of them have really bad teeth. In fact, I have some female friends who are British. And even though they're teases and they try to tease men into getting what they want, it's like a lot of them are post-war. So, Yeah, I deal with them regularly. I have a couple of coworkers. I mean, they're kind of sexy on Instagram, but other than that, nah, they're falling apart, literally.
Nah, that's Instagram. Don't mean anything.
Why is that? Why is that like a known British thing that they have bad teeth?
I'll say they have bad teeth because America puts fluoride in the water. Unfortunately, fluoride's a poison. So although it helps keep our teeth, from being gum diseases, the problem is they don't do that in a lot of other countries like, the British. So their teeth are fucked up, but in general,
Just learned something new today.
Huh? Yeah. Fluoridated water. It's a very big thing.
The English women are pretty grim because the good-looking ones just wear tons of makeup, so they all look like clowns, but they actually think they're like 10 out of 10s.
Well, then you know what you got to do? You got to get yourself an Asian chick. You got to get a...
Nah, I don't want Asian kids.
You don't like Asian? Why don't you like Asian?
I don't want Asian children.
Why? Asian women are better as wives.
Yeah, but they wouldn't look like me.
Yeah, but the women who look like you look like shit. So do you want them? You want your kids to look ugly too?
No, they won't look ugly.
Yeah, they will.
Okay, I have to get one of the good-looking
ones. What is it that you like about Asian women?
I like that there's some...
Shut up, bitch.
Here we go. Bye.
No.
He says no. What?
Sorry, man. That was my Bixby voice. I'm sorry.
Bixby voice?
Yeah, it's a Samsung thing.
If it's a Samsung, why don't you cam up so we can see who you are?
I don't have a working camera.
Nobody has a working camera.
Oh my! This is insane. What are we in the
computer?
I'm dark
sorry.
ages where nobody has a camera?
I'm on computer.
Sir Massington cammed up. I cammed up, but neither of you guys. Nobody else can cam up, huh?
Wait, why do you want to cam up, nigga?
Because I'd like to... Oh, here we go. Bye.
What?
It was nice having you. Bye.
Why? What happened?
Here we go. We got another one. Midor, P-door. I don't know what that means. What's going on, Midor, P-door?
Sounds Russian.
Maybe. Midor, P-door. What's up? Midor, P-door. What's up? Hello? Okay. Yeah, everybody else can cam up except the guys who are in here to troll. It's so hilarious.
Yeah, if you've seen good-looking English women just have a lot of makeup.
Rittenhouse's freaking Oscar-nominated performance was hilarious. The fact that he was trying to squeeze those little fake tears out.
Nah, it was real.
His tear, listen, I don't know, maybe he act like he's having fucking anxiety attacks. My thing is, bitch, save those tears for lubricant for your asshole when you're in prison, so that when those tears are dripping on somebody's cock before it goes up in your butt.
Jesus.
Yes, save those tears for lubricant. Save them. Those salty tears are saltier than the semen that's going to be shot all over your ass when you're getting fucked in prison. Save those tears, please.
So where are they in the process as far as this trial is going? Because I haven't really been keeping up with it.
By the end of this week, you'll see a verdict. They may wait till Thursday, but chances are the jury's deliberating as early as probably Monday or Tuesday. I think we'll have a verdict by Wednesday or Thursday, possibly Friday at the least.
Of this week?
This week coming, yeah. This
Okay.
didn't take long. The defense, as far as I know, the defense rested. As far as I know, the prosecution called a couple of last-minute witnesses or whatever. But as far as I know, the defense is rested. So this is going into deliberation.
Okay.
Hopefully he gets a lifelong sentence. Hope.
No. Listen. He's not. I'll be the first to say it. He's not going to get life. He's not going to get charged with murder unless they really want to surprise me.
I mean, the judge is practically defending him himself.
Yeah.
So.
And now everybody sees it. The judge is a piece of shit. And they found out the judge is making Asian jokes and shit. This motherfucker just might get a mistrial for it. So the bottom line is, regardless how this turns out, he's gonna get.
And I think that's what he was shooting for, anyways.
Yeah. They were probably trying to do a mistrial on purpose. You know what? Bottom line is, when that jury deliberates, he's gonna end up getting some time. It's not gonna be a lot, but I estimate somewhere up to 10 years.
That's what I was thinking the same thing too.
I think he might even get sentenced to probation for all I know, because you got to remember, all they got to do is find him guilty. They're not going to do the sentencing tomorrow. They're not going to do the sentencing immediately.
But the thing is, that'll make society revolt like shit.
Well, listen, as far as people going out rioting and shit, I don't recommend that. But there are a lot of people who, because you got to remember, he killed 2 white guys and he wounded a white guy. If this had been him versus black people, it would have been different. But that's not what happened.
Yeah, but the thing is, you killed 2 people, so you should go down.
I agree.
Have you been keeping up with the Ahmaud Arbery trial too?
Well, okay. No. Let me tell you something. In the Ahmaud Arbery, those defendants are getting found guilty. Period. Those guys are getting. I promised y'all that, what was it? The Darren Chauvin case. I told y'all he was going to get found guilty of murder, right? And sure enough, it happened. Not only did they get him on murder, but they got him on manslaughter too, which is weird because I don't think you're supposed to do that many. Those charges are contradictory. Bottom line is, they got him.
Here's the thing: would death penalty be better though?
You said the death penalty?
I say, would the death penalty be better?
No, because he didn't go. No, I think that's extreme.
They're not.
Well, I don't even agree with the death penalty.
Kyle Rittenhouse is not going to get no fucking murder.
Yeah,
he's not going to get murder, and he's not going to get no death penalty. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I promise you that. It's not going to happen. He's going to get time, but he's not going to get murder.
Honestly, I would be surprised if he gets more than 5 years as far as one sentencing comes out.
Listen, I think he's going to get found guilty of at least one charge, and I think during sentences, I think they're going to try to go really easy on him, but they'll probably end up doing some probation or some shit. But I don't know. He could get 1, 2, 3 years, but whatever it is, all I know is I hope they've got fresh KY jelly in his prison cell, because I wouldn't want those guys sliding their dicks into him and hurting their penises and chafing the skin.
Ew!
I hope that he has a nice fresh KY jelly in his prison cell.
I'm gonna pray for you, man.
Dude, you're disgusting, man. You're fucking gross.
Yeah, I don't want those. I don't want his cellmates injuring themselves on his juicy booty. I don't want that.
With petroleum jelly, bro.
Vaseline. You know, the problem with Vaseline as a lubricant is because it's oil based. That shit starts to heat up. Like, I don't know if you ever used that shit on a woman before. That shit starts to heat up. So it's better to use a water based lubricant.
That's still kind of suspect, though.
Well, listen, if you've ever used it on a woman before, you'd know that shit starts to heat up and it gets warm. And I don't like that. It's better to use a water-based lubricant because water can take more energy.
Yeah.
So my thing is, when Kyle is in prison and he's in there a couple of nights or however long it is, I just hope that those tears come in handy lubricating the next guy's cock, because I don't want that guy getting hurt.
So when you were talking about EVs earlier, did you mention anything about Lucid? What is your position on that?
Lucid is,
because I'm anti. I don't like Tesla. I mean, I
hear you.
I think they're from technology standpoint, they're the best. They're the best in it. Well, I don't personally know Elon.
All right. Well, let me help
but
you out.
I'm saying, as far as their technology is amazing. But as far as their cars are ugly. Their interiors and quality control is straight trash. And I feel like Lucid is way better in so many ways. From like design and everything.
I made a video about the Lucid Air already because I went to the gallery and I saw the car.
Yeah, meet Kevin. He has one on order.
Yeah, listen, the Lucid is a nice interior. In fact, I'll say it like this. There's really not much that the Mercedes EQS really had over the Lucid Air, except for the fact that you know who Mercedes is as a company, and you don't really know Lucid that well. But what Tesla has going for them is that Tesla has the supercharger network and Tesla has the autopilot system.
They were in that space first, so they're
Yes.
kind of like monopolizing it until other people get more of a competitive edge on them.
That's right. And
And
next year,
that's where they'll start stealing market share away.
next year, the supercharger network is going to open up. And when it opens up, you're going to see a lot of people using it. You're going to see Tesla shares go through the roof again and again and again. Tesla's, and I've said this for a while, Tesla is still a strong buy even at the price it's at. It's still a strong buy. But see, the problem with Tesla is Elon Musk be doing stupid shit, and a lot of people sell on a pick, and that's a problem. Now, as far as Lucid, I've already bought shares in Lucid. I'm holding them. I think Lucid, Rivian, and Lucid, Rivian, and a couple of other ones that I've purchased. I'm just going to hold them 5-10 years from now. Maybe even, I'll say 5 years from now, I'll know whether or not I made a good choice. But as far as I can see, it's up, up, up for all electric vehicles for the most part. As long as it's not a scam, it's up, up, up.
Right. Agreed. Definitely agreed.
Yeah, guys. So listen, I had no idea I was going to run this stream that long, and thank you guys for joining me. And I'll even thank the trolls and the racists and shit that were calling up, who are going to be so shocked to see Kyle Rittenhouse get found guilty on one of them charges. But definitely, I will do another live as soon as they read them charges and they say guilty on at least. As soon as I hear the word guilty, I'm going to be firing up.
Yeah, because I got my post notifications on Field
Let's just be real. He should have got more. He should have got more time in prison if that happens.
But you already know, because you got to understand the how should I say, the feeling of that community.
The legal system.
Yeah, the legal system was anti-Black Lives Matter. And I have to understand. Listen, I don't want to see rioting or looting either. So the system was against the looters, the rioters, and anybody who joined them. So people like Gage Gruszewicz and all the people out there, first of all, it's just like I said, if you go out there, you're looking for trouble. Now, if you want to go out there, you better have a fucking gun on you. Because the thing about it is, if that was Kyle and that was me around there, and I thought that motherfucker was active shooter, I'd have put one in the back of his head. Period. And they would have had to find me.
Put 4 or 5.
Nah, I would have put one in the back of his head, and I would have been running in the opposite direction. But that's not what Gage Gruszewicz pulled his fucking gun out, and he was stupid enough not to shoot Kyle at a distance. Because if Gage shot Kyle, Gage could have said, I thought this guy was active shooter. Gage would have been on trial for self-defense, and he would have gotten off. But Gage Gruszewicz fucked himself over by getting on tape rushing after the motherfucker. Bottom line is, anybody who goes to these things is looking for fucking trouble. I don't go to this shit. That's the bottom line. But had that been me, Kyle wouldn't even be here to be on fucking trial. But that wasn't me. He's lucky that wasn't me.
I'm out. But thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Appreciate the game.
I appreciate having you guys on.
Yeah. Take care. Be blessed.
All right, Devontae, I'm gonna say good night to you, but I'm gonna be on when you hear the word guilty. I'm firing up.
All right, man. Have a good night, man. Have a good weekend.
All right, you too. Have a good weekend.
You too, man.
Later.